SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly.
For years I drove up to my great uncle's up about Altoona, but we haven't done that for 6 years now. I was going to my parents here for the last couple of years. Wow. They decided they weren't going to have it this year, so now I go to my wife's in-laws.
You better have
They go to my in-laws, my wife's
windows if you're doing that many.
We usually do Easter with her family, and then
We have a family up the road from us that goes to church left in there, and Joe was up there for a meeting the other night. They're having 67 in their house.
they rent the building just in the road there from me. Everybody goes to there and eats. The problem is though, they don't. You ask them what time.
SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. 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 SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly.
Yeah, we'll just talk about this year. Whatever you want to talk about. We got a half hour to fill, and I'll tell you what I was kind of mad at when I was driving back.
SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly. SESportsnet.com live programming begins shortly.
SE Sportsnet, the exclusive home for Greyhound sports.
Back to pass. Wilson lets it loose up the near sidelines, and he has Norman at the 40. Norman at the 30. Norman's going to go all the way for the Greyhound touchdown.
Geiger kicks it outside, and Geiger's going to score. Three wide receivers to the far side, back to pass. Gustafson's going to throw it out there in the slot again, and this is Wade Mills. He's going to get it for the touchdown.
It's picked off by Wade Mills at the 35. Mills back across midfield. Mills at the 30, cuts to the inside, he's at the 20. Wade Mills at the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Wade Mills.
SE Sportsnet is proud to bring you Shippensburg Greyhound playoff football. Tonight, the Hounds host football powerhouse Bishop McDevitt for round 2 of the District 3 playoffs. Shippensburg Greyhound football on SE Sportsnet is presented by the Kramer Insurance Agency and brought to you by Newt's Pub and Grill, H&H Chevrolet Cadillac, New Life Painting, Kathy's Deli, Premier Events, CVR Uniforms, The News Chronicle, and Pizza Man. Now it's time for the Greyhound Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the Reese D'Angelo Nationwide Insurance Agency. Live from Veterans Stadium at Memorial Park, here's Scott Smith and Rob Ebersole.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to SE Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound playoff football. Tonight, the M&T Bank District 3 semifinals between the Shippensburg Greyhounds and the Crusaders of Bishop McDevitt. Alongside Rob Ebersole and J.D. Davidson, I'm Scott Smith, and we welcome you in to our Countdown to Kickoff show on this Friday night. What a great night for football. Temperature in the low 60 degrees as the stands are filling up here at Veterans Stadium at Shippensburg's Memorial Park. And Rob, Shippensburg going into the second round, first time since 2011. Looking for a good ball game here tonight.
Yeah, they sure are, and they're excited. I talked to Coach Faust this afternoon, as I always do on Fridays, and he's pumped up. The kids are healthy, and they're ready to go. Excited after the win against Northern, obviously, and I talked to Coach Faust and said, well, you know, what did you take out of that game last week? And he said, well, we made some mistakes, and we can't afford to make any mistakes this week against McDevitt. And I think that's the theme of the evening for the Greyhounds. With a team like the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders, you're not going to be able to make too many mistakes, if any mistakes at all, because of their firepower and their good athletes on this team.
Well, Shippensburg has had an excellent season. Big victory last week, hung on to beat Northern for the win in the first round of the division. But Shippensburg's played some really good base football, as we've mentioned, all season long, Rob. Particularly such a well-balanced offensive attack.
Yeah, and when you're 10-1, you've done something right, obviously, on this campaign, and the co-champions in the Colonial Division. And not a surprise, but we weren't sure at the beginning of the year what to expect out of Carter Van Syok, and of course he's been outstanding, one of the top-ranked passers in the mid-pen, and for someone that only threw about 11 passes last year, he's become quite the leader on this offense. And when you have somebody like Cody Gustafson, the senior, to throw to, that doesn't hurt the matter by any means. And then with the way that Adam Hauser's developed over the year, so there's three really good offensive weapons for the Greyhounds. Yeah,
and that was given an exclamation point this week when The Colonial Division MVPs were announced on offense and defense, and Cody Gustafson is the MVP in the Colonial Division on offense, and Cameron Tinner the MVP on defense. And Cameron Tinner has just been a great bright spot on defense for the Hounds.
Well, yes, he's definitely the leader in the defense for Shippensburg. He's all over the field. He makes the big tackles. He can rush the passer when he has to, and just has done an outstanding job. And, hey, let's talk about what he's done on the offensive side a little bit, too. He's played fullback a lot more here in the last couple of games, and the lead blocker, and he's also the holder for the field goals and extra points.
Yeah, as Shippensburg went to an I formation in the second half of the season, Cameron Tinner not only has run the football well out of that fullback spot, but he's made some really key blocks for Adam Hauser.
Yeah, he sure has. And Hauser, I just get a kick watching him, and he has just really, really had a strong season. He went over 1,000 yards for the year, and his speed, like you said, and the way that he can kick it outside down the sidelines, that's something it's something exciting to watch.
The Reese D'Angelo Countdown to Kickoff show will continue live from Shippensburg's Veterans Stadium after these messages.
Premier Events West Orange Street in Shippensburg is the place to go for excellent upscale food and service in the Shippensburg area. Premier Events is a premier banquet and special events facility that offers catering for all occasions in their beautiful chandelier-lit banquet room. All their delicious food is freshly prepared and can be served on or off-site at your chosen location. Call them today at 532-2279 to book your party and let your next event be a premier event. Now you can stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing to your hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle. Print edition, web edition, or e-edition, all at your fingertips and for just pennies a day. ShipNC.com gets you connected to breaking news, sports, features. Since 1844, Shippensburg has depended on the accuracy of the news and sports and more at the Shippensburg News Chronicle. Subscribe today at ShipNC.com. Now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
Kick off your fall in a great new car or truck for less than the cost of a used one now at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac Shippensburg. This is Mickey Nye. At H&H, our lower expenses allow us to pass big savings on to you, like $4,500 off now on Chevy Cruze, Malibu, or on Chevy's versatile Colorado pickup, or score $10,000 off on a new Silverado Duramax diesel. H&H is your low overhead dealer that can afford to sell for less. Chevy, find new roads. Take exit 29 off of I-81. Visit hhchev.com, and thank you.
Back here at Veterans Stadium, Rob Ebersole, Scott Smith, and J.D. Davidson. Countdown to kickoff tonight. The Greyhounds versus the Crusaders, and pleased to bring in Rob Pugliese, who is helps out with the Bishop McDevitt radio broadcasts and their web broadcasts, and statistician. And Rob, thank you for spending a few minutes with us here tonight. And let's start out with talk a little bit about this history. You know, this franchise is just unbelievable as far as their history and their championships. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Certainly. Thanks a lot for having me on, by the way. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you guys. This is a beautiful facility. I haven't been to this stadium before, and the natural grass, it's got a real old school feel, and the stands close to the field. I think it's going to be a great atmosphere tonight, a wonderful night here. Yeah, the little bit of the history, the modern history, obviously they've won, McDevitt's won 6 District 3 titles in a row. Looking for 7. They've won 25 straight District 3 playoff games. So they've got quite a streak going. Obviously this year it's a little bit different with going to 6 classifications. They're now 4A out of the 6. They've played 3A in the 4 classes the past few years. So a little bit different. That's why McDevitt and Shippensburg are seeing each other. It's just a new feel to it this year.
Yeah, and McDevitt, as far as we could go on, as far as some of the names that have come through this program that have played in the NFL, Ricky Waters and LaShawn McCoy. So it's pretty amazing how they have been so consistent over the years.
As you mentioned, of course, Ricky Waters, one of the most decorated running backs in the history of the league, and LaShawn McCoy now at the top of his career. And now there's a rookie for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Noah Spence, who leads all rookies in the NFL with 4 sacks, and they've had a lot of other guys, like Matt Johnson, their quarterback coach, was an all-state quarterback here and went on to play at Bowling Green in the MAC and was a 2-time MAC Offensive Player of the Year. And as you mentioned, a lot of names from the past that people probably would remember as all-state players. They used to play down in the city on Market Street in Harrisburg at another historic facility, natural grass, an old, neighborhood feel, and now they're out in the suburbs of Harrisburg, for those of you that haven't gotten up that way, in a beautiful new artificial turf, state-of-the-art place. It's definitely a different feel, but they've brought that tradition from the city of Market Street out into the suburbs.
So let's talk about the 2016 edition of Bishop McDevitt, and 7-4 record, 5-1 in the Keystone Division. They started out a little bit slow at 2-2, but they lost to a couple pretty good teams in Cumberland Valley and DeMatha, but 5-2 since then. So tell us a little about this squad this year.
Well, as you mentioned, they lost so much talent from last year, and I know to the outside world, you think of a program like McDevitt and you think even when they lose talent, they just reload. And honestly, that has happened a lot, but this year was a little different. They really lost an enormous amount of talent, and the numbers they had coming back weren't quite what they've been. So this was a rebuild job, which is something that McDevitt doesn't face too often. They really had to rebuild that offensive line. They only had 2 starters coming back. One of them was hurt in preseason, so you're looking at a brand-new line. They did have Tavon Bowers coming back at quarterback, who's all-state, who's going to Wake Forest, who threw 42 touchdowns last year. But as you know, he tore his ACL late in the regular season, so now they have a sophomore named Chase Deal who's coming in making his 3rd career start. The other thing, they lost 3 Division I wide receivers.
Wow.
So you lose your quarterback, you lose your receivers, and you lose most of your line. Early on, that was a big problem. Since then, the young receivers are growing up. You'll still see them drop a ball here or there, but Nazir Burnett has really developed into a legitimate number 1 wide receiver who's really coming on. He's a sophomore. Tanias Becker is also a sophomore. He's got great speed. He has 2 returns in the return game for touchdowns. Jaquil Adams, I would call him a boomer bust type player. No disrespect to Jaquil. He still has the drops, but he has deep speed, so you got to respect him. And occasionally, as you can see by his average, he averages about 18 yards a catch, so you got to watch for Jaquil. Another thing of note on their offensive line, their right guard, Sawyer Morgan, is a freshman. They start a freshman and 2 sophomores on that offensive line. What's carried them? Their linebacking core. That's been a strength all year, and now it's just really even more so. Vinny Salamone is a 3-year starter, the middle linebacker. He actually started a game or 2 as a freshman, number 31. He has 101 tackles. He had 108 last year. He's just your classic downhill, middle linebacker. Nothing fancy about him, not especially fast, not especially big. He'll just hit you. And then Matt Geiger, number 22 on the outside, 17 tackles for loss, all over the field, and now he's become their feature running back. He carried the football 31 times last week for 268 yards, and he's only 15 yards shy of 1,000 now on the season. So Matt Geiger's really their most valuable player, in my opinion.
How about, can you compare the 2 quarterbacks, Bowers, who's hurt, and Deal, who stepped in and has done a pretty good job for him?
Certainly. Bowers is a senior. He had started 2 full seasons. He's a much bigger player. He's a legitimate 6'2", 210, 215, big, strong, rifle arm, Division I arm. As I said, going to Wake Forest. Chase Deal is a sophomore. They list him at 6 foot in there, 195, but as we all know with program heights and weights, I could tell you that Chase is closer to about 5'10". He's not nearly as big as Tavon at 6'2". He's a smaller kid. He has a good arm. He has a good enough arm. He does not have the rifle that Bowers has. It's his 3rd start. He's still getting the feel of the rush. He doesn't quite have, sometimes it'll take him a little while to sidestep a rush or get rid of the ball. He's just a young quarterback. He's got all the tools. He started as their JV quarterback as a 9th grader all year and played very well at that level. They have high hopes for him to be another elite all mid-pen quarterback. They just weren't expecting to have to throw him in as a 10th grader. So, he may make some mistakes tonight, but last week against Milton Hershey, 16 for 24 for 215 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He made some really nice throws.
Well, thank you. How about a prediction real quick?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I have not seen Shippensburg live. I always hesitate to make predictions when I've only seen teams on film. I do think McDevitt's speed is going to be a factor. I think, on this natural grass, that will mitigate that somewhat as they're used to playing on turf all the time. But I do feel, based on what I've seen in the past few years in the playoffs when McDevitt plays against teams that might not have seen their speed, that's going to be a factor. And I think even against this great crowd that's going to give Shippensburg a huge boost, I think McDevitt will I do think they'll come out with a victory tonight, but I'm expecting a great ball game.
Well, Rob, thank you very much for joining us, and good luck, and we'll talk to you again.
Thanks so much for having me on. I appreciate it. Good luck tonight.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
Planning a special party, celebration, business meeting, or just getting together with your favorite people, Newt's Pub and Grill is the place. Newt's second floor offers a lounge area and banquet rooms. Select from their special banquet menu and buffet options. Newt staff looks forward to creating a great experience. Give Newt's Pub and Grill a call, 532-3876. Your next special event will be game-changing, being held at Newt's Pub and Grill.
Your complete quality satisfaction is unconditionally guaranteed. That's the backbone that New Life Painting of Shippensburg has built their business on since 1998. New Life Painting has been providing Central Pennsylvania residential and commercial painting at its best. Keith and Chris Carroll welcome the opportunity to discuss your next painting project with a free on-the-spot estimate, and your satisfaction is the center of their quality work. Give them a call at 423-5577, and you'll soon learn what satisfaction and guaranteed is all about.
Countdown to kickoff brought to you by Reese D'Angelo Insurance, your nationwide agent. Scott Smith, Rob Ebersole, and J.D. Davidson. Good evening, J.D.
Good evening, Scott.
Well, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, connected to the same thing everybody else has been saying. They expect a good game, close game tonight. I actually think Shippensburg can win this. But you guys mentioned in your opening there about the conference teams being announced. Other players announced for Shippensburg were Colby Holtry on defense, on offense, along with Gustafson, or Kyle Yost, Nick Kabula on the line, Carter Van Syok, and Adam Hauser in the backfield. Also, Coach Faust was named Coach of the Year in the Colonial Division, and making the second team for the Greyhounds were Ian King on defense and Ethan Davidson, the offensive lineman. In the Keystone Division for the Crusaders, they put 5 guys on the first team on defense. Jake Perlowski on the defensive line, Matt Geiger at linebacker, Vinny Salamone at linebacker, Aaron Geathers at defensive back, and James Lawson at defensive back. Those two are juniors. On offense, Nazir Burnett, the wide receiver, a sophomore, was named the first team, along with Geiger and Perlowski. Second team defense, Nick Francione and Tynus Becker for returns in the Keystone Division. And the second team offense was Jaquil Adams, Joe Parker, Joey Gussler, Bowers, and Becker for the Crusaders. So they had several players make first and second team, did McDevitt.
What you think Shippensburg has to do other than not make any mistakes to win this ball game?
Well, I think they need to be balanced. Both they need to get that two-headed running attack going again, whether it's both Hauser and Tinner, or if Torres makes a return to the lineup in the night. I think they need to be more balanced there. They need to, maybe not 100 plus out of Hauser, but maybe an 80-60 split, 80 yards, 60, out of the running backs. And then Carter Van Sydock to do his thing, get the passes complete to Gustafson and also use his other receivers as well. I think they need to be balanced both passing and running, and like I said, they need that two-headed running attack.
And I think Rob Pugliese put it well tonight. I think it's going to be the speed of Bishop McDevitt against maybe the balance of Shippensburg guys.
Good point, and I think Shippensburg's going to have to make sure that they handle that speed right away as they maybe get used to it, and McDevitt maybe running a little bit on them or whatever. But I think that's something that hopefully that Shippensburg can adjust to if they have to, and keep that speed from hurting them too much.
Yeah, I think the coin flip will be a key to what happens here tonight. We discussed that last week, how often Shippensburg got the football to start the game. But, I look, if Bishop McDevitt wins the coin flip, I'll almost look for them to take the ball and say, okay, we'll put our speed out there first and see if we can match it. Shippensburg gets the ball first. They can sort of look at the speed that McDevitt will pose on defense and maybe be able to get acclimated a little bit to it. Then their defense won't be in as much a shock on the other side of the football when McDevitt will get it.
Countdown to kickoff. We're about 10 minutes away, and we'll be right back after these messages.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Rate lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
For Shippensburg's best pizza, hot and cold subs, salads, wraps, and wonderful Italian dinners, discover the all-new Big Richard's on Richard Avenue. Big Richard's is the newest Italian restaurant in town and is associated with Marcello's. Ask about Big Richard's catering service for your party, featuring pasta trays and 2, 4, and 6-foot giant subs. Call in your takeout or delivery order now at 717-300-3737. That's 300-3737. They're open 7 days a week, Thursday through Saturday till 3 a.m. The new Big Richard's at 39 Richard Avenue and BigRichardsPizza.com.
Since 1844, Shippensburg's hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, has been making it their business to cover breaking news, features, local government, and sport. And now you can have your hometown news delivered to your door or to your computer for just pennies a day. Whether you prefer the traditional print, e-edition, or web edition, you will always be in touch with the community. To subscribe, go to shipnc.com and click on the edition that suits your lifestyle. Stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing today. Shipnc.com, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
SC Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football from the Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth. For free home prescription delivery, call 532-5812. On Thanksgiving morning, the Shippensburg Turkey Trot will take off from the large pavilion here at Memorial Park. This 5K run or fun walk is a family-friendly event that benefits the King's Kettle Food Pantry. Come out and meet your neighbors while contributing to a great cause. There are 3 ways to register. cvraceseries.us at Newt's Pub and Grill on Wednesday night from 5 to 8, or on Thanksgiving morning at the event. Happy Thanksgiving. So, Scott, we've been fortunate over the years that done a lot of great games and seen a lot of great players. And this should be a good one. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I really think so, Rob. I'm excited about this. One's probably the biggest game that we've done in a long, long time. For Shippensburg to get to the second round of the playoffs and have had the season that they've had and have been able to host this second round game, the semifinals of the division, and have a great crowd on hand. I think it's going to be an exciting and interesting football game here tonight. You should talk to some of the friends that have listened to us over the years, asking them their opinion here tonight, and there's a lot of mixed reaction, but I think the vast majority of people think Shippensburg can win this football game.
Well, yeah, and one thing you mentioned, and something we really didn't talk about, is the home field, and it's nice to be able to play at home. Now, McDevitt didn't have that long of a ride here, bus ride, but still, it's fun to be able to play in front of your home crowd. So I think it's going to be a good game. I just think McDevitt is just a little too fast for us, but you never know. Shippensburg has the capability of playing with anybody.
Well, I don't think this this team's going to be intimidated by the history. I don't think this team's going to be intimidated by the long run that Bishop McDevitt's had in the division as far as the playoffs concerned and how victorious they have been over the years. They're going to come out here tonight, if they play mistake-free football and play the way they're capable of playing, I think we're going to see a heck of a football game.
And got a chance to talk to Rob before he went on the air with us, and he is quite the historian for Bishop McDevitt, and he said he didn't look back too far, but he does not remember, neither do you or I, ever this matchup ever occurring over the years, McDevitt and Shippensburg.
Yeah, there may be somebody that's listening to us, Rob, around the country or on the radio or on SE Sportsnet, but I don't, in all the years that I've been familiar with the high school that we've ever played Bishop McDevitt, so that makes it exciting as well. We're about 5 minutes away from opening kick here tonight from Veterans Stadium at Shippensburg's Memorial Park. More coming your way on our Countdown to Kickoff show.
Walnut Bottom Signs at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom wants to make your business stand out with a custom attention-getting sign. No order is too big or small. They do hand-printed signs, vinyl, truck lettering, and carving. Call Kerry Murray at 532-7688 or stop by the shop at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. You can also check out their fantastic work on Facebook. Let Walnut Bottom Signs make your business look good. Walnut Bottom Signs, 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. Call today, 532-7688.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Kathy's Deli, West King Street in Shippensburg is happy to cater almost any event imaginable, from banquets to picnics, corporate events, or elegant wedding receptions. Kathy's Deli offers quality food and exceptional service. Catering all over the Cumberland Valley for all size groups, Kathy's experience and expertise, along with your ideas, will make for real crowd pleasers. Give Kathy or Donna a call at 477-8300 for individualized consultations. Kathy's Deli of Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
Countdown to kickoff live from Shippensburg's Veterans Stadium. A packed house on hand tonight as the Shippensburg Greyhounds host the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders in the semifinal clash in Quad 4A. Scott Smith, Rob Ebersole, and J.D. Davidson with you on WEEO and SE Sportsnet. And the Shippensburg Greyhounds have won the toss. They'll kick off when we come back tonight in this division playoff game.
Now you can stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing to your hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle. Print edition, web edition, or e-edition, all at your fingertips and for just pennies a day. ShipNC.com gets you connected to breaking news, sports, features. Since 1844, Shippensburg has depended on the accuracy of the news and sports and more at the Shippensburg News Chronicle. Subscribe today at ShipNC.com. Now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
Advantage Chem Dry has been locally owned and operated for over 20 years. We are your one-stop shop for all your flooring needs. Check out our virtual showroom at AdvantageFlooringPA.com. We carry the latest selection of hardwood, ceramic, carpet, vinyl, laminate, and LVT flooring. If you want all your carpet and flooring solutions in one convenient location, look no further. Our quality is guaranteed. Call me, Ashley, at Advantage Flooring, 532-9977 to set up a free in-home estimate.
It's kickoff time for Greyhound playoff football on SE Sportsnet, served up by Rita's of Shippensburg. Now let's go live to the Robert T. Henry broadcast booth. Here's Scott Smith and Rob Ebersole.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to SE Sportsnet coverage of Shippensburg Greyhound football. Tonight, the Shippensburg Greyhounds take on the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders in the semifinal round of the Quad A playoffs. Glad to have you along on this Friday night. The Shippensburg Greyhounds will open up the football game, receiving the opening kickoff on a picture-perfect weather night, no wind, temperatures in the upper 50s, and we couldn't ask for a better night here in the late October evening.
November,
I'm sorry. Yes, November.
Yeah, it's even more impressive than October evening. Yeah, this almost shorts weather, partner, but I decided against it. JD?
Yeah, one other thing I noticed here tonight, a couple Waynesboro Indian players, Brady Rydell was one of them. They're here watching the game tonight, giving the Greyhounds some support. The division opponent showing up to support the Greyhounds. Pretty nice.
John Fonner will tee up the football for the Crusaders. They're going to defend the north goal here in the first quarter. The goal to our right, dropping back deep for Shippensburg, is Adam Hauser. He awaits Fonner's kickoff at the 5-yard line. The Hounds defending the goal to our left or the south goal. We're glad to have you along, so pull up in a chair and enjoy our playoff coverage here tonight on SE Sportsnet. Big crowd on hand, Rob.
Yep.
Huge crowd on hand. Here we go. There's the opening whistle. Fonner approaches the football, and he hits a squib kick down the middle of the football field. It's going to be picked up on the far side at the 18-yard line. And out across the 20 and out to the 23-yard line goes Clayton Stein for Shippensburg. So we'll get a 5-yard return on the carry, and Shippensburg will go to work. Cordell Cash making the stop for the Crusaders. Shippensburg will go to work 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Led in there by junior quarterback Carter Van Syok. And here come the Hounds as they break the huddle. Kane Freidinger goes wide to the far side of the field. The Hounds set a slot up to the near side, and Gustafson's in the slot inside of Clayton Stein. Backs are split behind Van Syok, who steps back and throws over the outstretched hands of Cody Gustafson up the near side at about the 31-yard line. Sam Allen on the coverage, but that ball was just slightly overthrown and incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10.
A nice call on 1st down, and as you said, Scott, Gustafson was open, but unable to get the ball. So it's a very, very big opening possession for Shippensburg. I think they have to show McDevitt that they are for real, and they're not afraid of them.
This time Gustafson goes to the far side, and Stein comes to the near side. I formation with Tinner in the fullback slot, and Adam Hauser will get the call, and he'll get just 1 yard as he is spun down at the 25-yard line. John Butts comes up to make the tackle. It's just a yard carry for Adam Hauser, and it's 3rd and long for the Hounds at their own 25. Just underway in the first quarter of play in this semifinal game from Shippensburg's Veterans Stadium. This time Hauser will come wide to the near side, and they'll send 3 wide receivers to the far side. From the shotgun, Carter Van Syok has Cameron Tinner beside him in the backfield. Van Syok rolls to the far sideline. Here comes the pressure. He steps and throws, and Cody Gustafson makes a great catch for the 1st down out at the 38-yard line, laying out to catch that football and picking up the 1st down and moving the chains for the Greyhounds on 3rd down and long.
That was a nice play by Van Syok, too, as he rolled to his left, and there was some pressure coming from behind, but he was able to get that ball off, and what a catch by Cody Gustafson.
Ball's resting out at the Shippensburg 38-yard line. It's a 18-yard pass play for the Hounds. This time Gustafson comes to the near side. They have running room to that side of the formation. I formation once again behind Van Syok. Van Syok hands off to Adam Hauser, who tries to get away from a defender, but he is ankle tackled right at the line of scrimmage by Matt Geiger for the Crusaders. And Geiger's the all-star that Rob Pugliese mentioned in the pregame show, and he wasn't going to let Adam Hauser get anywhere.
Yeah, they talked about his defense most of the time, and he finally mentioned the fact that he's run for over 700 yards on this campaign.
2nd down, and they gave Hauser a yard carry on that play, so it'll be 2nd down and 9. This time 3 wide receivers to the near side, and Adam Hauser is split to the far side. Cody Gustafson wants to roll, comes to the near sideline, throws down the near sideline, and it's broken up at the 32-yard line. Pass intended for Cody Gustafson, but really nice coverage that time by James Lawson for the Crusaders, and the pass is incomplete. A little bit of contact there at about the 32-yard line, but no penalty marker, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. 2nd, 3rd and long situation here in this opening drive for the Hounds.
Yeah, Van Syok is rolling out again on that play and rolled to the near side and really threw the ball way up in the air, and I really think that ball wouldn't have been caught. It would have been in bounds if he would have caught it anyhow.
Hounds send Gustafson to the near side and Clayton Stein to the far side this time. Backs are split. Van Slyke under center. He steps and throws up the near sideline, and he looks for Gustafson, and let's see if he made the catch. In bounds out at the 43-yard line of the Crusaders. A conversion again on 3rd down and long. Quellick Davis coming to make the stop, but boy, Gustafson did what he has done all year long, found the sideline, put those feet down, and made that catch for the Shippensburg first down.
That's highlight material there right away. What a catch by Cody.
Out of bounds at the Crusader 44, where it's 1st and 10 for Shippensburg. Gustafson to the far side this time. Stein to the near. There's running room to the far side. Cameron Tinner and Adam Hauser in an eye. Van Slyke with the takeaway. On a draw play to Adam Hauser, and Hauser gets loose across the 40, comes to the near sideline, 35-30, and out of bounds at the 32-yard line goes Adam Hauser. Sam Adam finally pushed him out of bounds, but that's going to move the chains one more time for the Greyhounds, and it's 1st and 10 at the Crusader 32-yard line.
Well, there's vintage Adam Hauser there, Scott, as he couldn't find any open running room, and then he cut it to the outside and bypassed a couple would-be tacklers for another run and a great first down.
Hound drive that started at their own 24. They have it down to the Crusader 32, 1st and 10. Gustafson to the far side and Stein to the near. Running room to the far side with an I formation, again dotted by Adam Hauser. Carter Van Slyke looks over the defense. 9:30 left to go here at a stop clock in the first quarter. Van Slyke steps and throws, looks for Gustafson over the middle, and he makes the catch at the 23-yard line. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Matt Geiger coming over from his linebacker spot. But Carter Van Slyke showed a lot of poise that time, waited for Gustafson to come over the middle and get loose, and he picks up 9 where it's 2nd down and 1.
Give the offensive line some credit too, Scott, for enabling Van Slyke to wait till the last second.
Gustafson to the far, Stein to the near. 2nd down and 1 for Shippensburg at the 24-yard line of the Crusaders. The toss to Hauser with Tinner out in front. And that time, Cameron Tinner didn't have a real good handle on the linebacker. And Adam Hauser is not able to turn the corner. Dre Donnelly making the stop. But Hauser's going to actually lose a yard. And it'll be 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, Hauser had his blocker in front of him, but as you mentioned, Scott, that Donnelly just fought it off and made a nice tackle for the Crusaders.
Hounds have converted twice on key 3rd down and longs. Now they're faced with a 3rd down and 2 here on this opening drive. Running room to the near side of the formation where Stein deploys. Gustafson to the far side. This is Cameron Tinner straight ahead, and the fullback's going to move the chains down at the 20-yard line. Great push off the line of scrimmage by the Shippensburg offensive line. Tackle made by Geiger once again for the Crusaders. But the Hounds are on the move here with a 1st and 10 at the Crusader 20-yard line.
That's the thing that's nice to have Tinner in the backfield, Scott, in those short yardage situations where he can power forward for the first down.
Gustafson to the near side and Stein to the far side. Once again, an I formation behind Van Slyke. The toss to Hauser. Hauser looks for running room, puts his head down, crosses the 20, and he'll get the football down close to the 18-yard line before he's met in there by a couple of white-shirted Crusaders, led by Colin Nemslick. It'll be a 2-yard pickup for the Shippensburg running back. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
So far, Hauser has not been able to, except for the one play, has been able to get to the outside to get much running room here.
Ball resting at the 18 of the Crusaders. Backs are split this time. Van Slyke with a long count, and Gustafson comes in motion to the near side. They fake a handoff. Van Slyke looking for Gustafson. He makes the catch at the 15 and steps out of bounds at the 14-yard line up the near side. Nice little touch pass. Sam Allen on the coverage. But it'll be 3rd down now and about 3 for Shippensburg as the ball's inside the 15-yard line at the Crusader 14.
Well, so far the Van Slyke to Gustafson connection has been unstoppable for the Greyhounds here in an impressive opening drive.
And the Hounds having a little difficult time here getting a play in, and I think Shippensburg's going to have to burn a timeout. 6:53 left to go, first quarter. There's no score.
Since 1844, Shippensburg's hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, has been making it their business to cover breaking news, features, local government, and sport. And now you can have your hometown news delivered to your door or to your computer for just pennies a day. Whether you prefer the traditional print, e-edition, or web edition, you will always be in touch with the community. To subscribe, go to shipnc.com and click on the edition that suits your lifestyle. Stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing today. Shipnc.com, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
Shippensburg having to call an early timeout at the 6:53 mark of this first quarter, not having a play to call here, faced with a 3rd down and 3 situation at the Crusader 14-yard line.
So, partner, 3rd and short. Is that a 4-down territory, or would they try a field goal?
I'm not sure on this one. I think I'd take the 4 downs, I believe. Hounds break the huddle. Adam Hauser gets the call, and Adam Hauser is going to go straight ahead for maybe a yard down to the 13-yard line before he's wrapped up in there by Nick Frashoni. So it's going to be 4th down and 2, and let's see what they do decide to go with here, Rob. Van Syok in the near sideline getting the play, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. Ball's 20 yards in from the near sideline. Stein goes to the far side. Gustafson to the near. Backs are split. Gustafson in motion to the far side of the formation. And a penalty marker flies as they pass the ball off the far sideline, looking for Cody Gustafson to the 5-yard line. But we've got a motion penalty against Shippensburg, and that's going to cost them 5.
4th down, so the ball be over on down, Scott.
Motion penalty will be declined, so the Crusaders will take over at their 13-yard line.
Well, it was still an good opening drive by the Greyhounds as they showed the ability to be able to throw the ball. Not much running room so far, but a pretty good opening drive, 6 minutes almost, and let's see what they do against this McDevitt offense.
So here comes sophomore Chase Deal and this high-powered Bishop McDevitt offense from the gun. Deal hands the football off to his running back, and I believe that was Matt Geiger. And Geiger into the right side of the line is going to get maybe 2 yards out close to the 15. Denny Encarcion making the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Ball just shy of the 15-yard line. Shippensburg took the opening drive down to the Crusader 13-yard line and could not convert on a 4th down. This is the first time the Bishop McDevitt's touched the ball here in the ball game. Deal steps and throws and makes the completion up the near sideline to Burnett. And Burnett goes out of bounds out at about the 20-yard line. Brandon Wheeler on the coverage. See where he says he stepped out of bounds right on the 20. And there's a penalty marker on the far side of the field. And let's see. We got an ineligible receiver downfield, and that's going to cost the completion for the Crusaders.
Burnett, the leading receiver for McDevitt, 558 yards, 37 receptions, 15.1 yards per catch.
The walk-off puts the ball just inside the 10-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down now and about 13. This is Geiger trying to sweep it up the far sideline as another penalty marker flies, and great defensive pursuit by the Shippensburg linebacking core as Geiger will get the ball back out to the maybe 15-yard line before it was met by Ian King for Shippensburg. And let's see what this penalty marker's about. Illegal procedure against Bishop McDevitt. And this one's going to be, I believe, refused by the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Let's wait and see. Yep, they refused the penalty, so it will be 3rd down now and just about 9 for the Crusaders as the ball is just shy of the 15-yard line. Clock stopped at the 5:22 mark of the quarter. Crusaders send 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field as they move right to left. Deal from the gun. Looks to throw. Still looking. Try to avoid some pressure. Here comes Tinner. He throws the football into the middle of the formation as Tinner slams him to the turf back at the 3-yard line. Pass is incomplete as he had to get rid of the football, and it'll be 4th down for Bishop McDevitt.
Great coverage by the secondary for Shippensburg, and Deal had nowhere to throw the balls. What is a great defensive stand, even though it was helped a little bit by McDevitt penalties, but a great defensive stand.
Matt Geiger does the punting. Cody Gustafson waits at about the 49-yard line. It's a high kick, turns over, hits at the 50, and is down right there at midfield. And Shippensburg's going to have their second possession of the ball game right at the 50-yard line with 4:59 left to go here in the first quarter. It's a great field position for Shippensburg to start their second possession.
Really got to be impressive by the Shippensburg defense. That was a great stand there the first time McDevitt had the ball.
So here come the Hounds with 3 wide receivers to the far side. Adam Hauser to the near. Carter Van Syok rolls to the far side. He tries to get away from pressure. Now he scrambles to the near side, steps and throws, and it's out of bounds up the near sideline. Adam Hauser was the closest Hound to it, but I think he was just getting rid of the football. As a lot of pressure coming from Shoney for the Crusaders, so the pass is incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Give some credit to Carter Van Syok that time. He danced out of trouble and was able to throw the ball away.
Hounds moving left to right here in this first quarter. 4:52 left to go in the quarter. There's no score. Again, trips to the far side. Hauser the lone setback, and Adam Hauser will get the call, and he spins away from one tackler and gets the ball into Crusader territory down at the 46-yard line. Coming up to make the stop was Quentin Chacon. 4-yard pickup, 3rd down and 6 for Adam Hauser and the Shippensburg Greyhounds.
Waiting for Hauser to break one here against this McDevitt defense, but so far they've been very good against the run.
Another 3rd down and long situation for the Hounds. They converted twice on their opening drive. Stein to the far side, Gustafson to the near. Backs are split as Gustafson goes in motion to the far. Fake a handoff to Hauser. Van Syok rolls up the far sidelines, and it's thrown behind Cody Gustafson right at the 40-yard line and incomplete. So it will be 4th down, and Ocker's in to punt for the Greyhounds.
Van Syok on the run again, and he was running to the far side of the field and just threw it behind Cody Gustafson. He was open, but had been a 1st down.
Yep. Becker drops back deep for the Crusaders. He waits at about the 10-yard line for Eddie Ocker's punt. No wind here tonight. Ocker boots it. Hits at the 15, rolls inside the 5, and is going to be down at the 1-yard line. What a kick by Eddie Ocker. 47-yarder, or make it about a 46-yarder for Eddie Ocker. And so Bishop McDevitt will get the football back for the 2nd time here in the first quarter. And we've got no score in this second-round game, the semifinal contest for the District 3 title.
It's the best punt of the year for Eddie Ocker.
So here come the Crusaders in their white jerseys and blue uniform pants. They'll work from their end zone. Jay Steele hands the football off to Geiger. Geiger gets loose across the 10 and out to about the 13-yard line, slicing off of left tackle. Geiger showing a lot of speed, and that's going to move the chains for the Crusaders. Dylan Jumper making the tackle for the Greyhounds.
Geiger listed at 5'10", 200. Pretty good size, but as Scott mentioned, nice speed when he broke out to the outside.
Crusaders moving left to right. Becker comes wide to the near side. Back stacked up in an I formation. And we've got some movement, and I think that's going to cost the Crusaders 5 yards. Nope, offsides against Shippensburg. Woo. Boy, I thought Crusaders' Jake Perlosky moved. He stood up. But Shippensburg's must have been in the neutral zone, so it's a 5-yard offsides penalty. Makes it 1st down and 5 out at the 21-yard line. Here's Geiger again, and he is slammed to the turf at the line of scrimmage. Great tackle in there by Cameron Tinner for Shippensburg. No gain on the play. In fact, he may have lost a little bit, but we'll call it 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, Tinner didn't give Geiger any chance at all of getting any momentum as he just slammed him down, as Scott mentioned.
Running room to the far side of the field. From the gun. Deal with the takeaway. Steps and throws up the near sideline, and the pass is complete to Burnett out to the 30-yard line. That's going to move the chains one more time for a Crusader 1st down as a Wheeler makes the tackle. But it's 1st and 10, Bishop McDevitt at the Shippensburg 30.
They've thrown it out a couple times, that out route to Burnett from Deal. And nice tackle by Brandon Wheeler, but couldn't prevent the 1st down.
2:35 on a stop clock. Burnett comes to the near side, and they have 2 wide receivers to the far side. Deal works from the gun. Geiger to his near side as they put a man in motion, and now we've got penalty marker again, and let's see what this one's all about. A lot of movement there, Rob.
Yep, I believe that's going to be 5 yards against the Crusaders.
Illegal procedure is the call. So the walk-off goes back inside to the 25-yard line, where it will be 1st and 15.
Vinny Salamone, the senior fullback, went in motion. I'm not sure if that's who they called the penalty on or not.
Salamone in the backfield along with Geiger. Deal from the gun. Salamone in motion. Fake, and the handoff to Geiger, and Geiger gets loose across the 30, they fake a handoff and throw back across the field to Becker, and Becker out across midfield and down to the Shippensburg 47-yard line, and a penalty flag flies at the end of the play. That was almost a forward lateral, and the penalty marker is going to go against the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders, and it's going to nullify a real nice play.
Well, I noticed that Shippensburg defense playing one-on-one against his 2 wide receivers to the far side. And, boy, that's a little dangerous, especially if the defender misses a tackle like he did on that play and enabled a pretty nice long run by Becker. But unfortunately for McDevitt, the penalty on the Crusaders.
Well, the hold occurred right at the end of the play, but the walk-off still gave the Crusaders a 1st down just across the 40-yard line. Ball 20 yards in from the near sideline. This time Becker comes to the near side along with Adams. 2-house backfield. Jay Steele wants to throw up the far sideline. He's got a man, and the catch is made by Nazir Burnett, and out of bounds at the Shippensburg 27-yard line. Tyler McSherry on the coverage, but a real nice throw by Deal. Gives the Crusaders the football at the Shippensburg 27, 1st and 10.
Yeah, this kid, only a sophomore and only his 3rd varsity start, and he looks like a seasoned veteran back there.
Burnett goes wide to the far side as the running room comes to the near side, and that's where they set up 3 wide receivers from the gun. This is Geiger with the handoff, and Geiger straight ahead moves the ball inside the 25 and gets down to the 24-yard line. Colin Doblin on the tackle. But a nice carry by Geiger picks up 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, this is quite an offense for McDevitt with Geiger, the running back, and 3 very good wide receivers.
Again, Burnett to the short side of the field and 3 wide receivers to the wide side. Deal from the gun. Wants to throw. Steps, throws over the middle, and a great catch by Burnett, who's got super hands inside the 10-yard line. Down to the Shippensburg 9, where it will be 1st and goal for the Crusaders. Tyler McSherry on the tackle, but my gosh, it's almost like he's throwing into glue. Burnett really has some super hands there, Rob.
Yeah, and he runs a really nice pass route, too, and gets himself open, and Deal just doesn't miss him.
And the Crusaders are going to let the clock run out here in the first quarter as they're moving the football. Have it first and goal inside the Shippensburg 10 down at the 9-yard line. We've played 12 minutes of football from Shippensburg Veterans Stadium, and we have no score.
Walnut Bottom Signs at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom wants to make your business stand out with a custom attention-getting sign. No order is too big or small. They do hand-printed signs, vinyl, truck lettering, and carving. Call Kerry Murray at 532-7688 or stop by the shop at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. You can also check out their fantastic work on Facebook. Let Walnut Bottom Signs make your business look good. Walnut Bottom Signs, 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. Call today, 532-7688.
Shippensburg Greyhound football on SC Sportsnet, powered by Kramer Insurance Agency. We played 12 minutes of football. Both teams have handled the ball twice, but the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders on the move here as we start the second quarter of play. And for play-by-play, here's Rob Ebersol.
Thank you, Scott. Very entertaining first quarter. And remember, McDevitt started at their own 1-yard line in this drive, and they're all the way down inside the Shippensburg 10. Is Eddie Auker's punt landed at the 1-yard line, and McDevitt, though, is really starting to heat it up here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. And they have first and goal to goal from the Greyhound 9 and deal under center on first down. And this is Geiger over the right side. Look for the blocking, a spin move, but short gain, if any gain, Cameron Tinner brings him down. So it'll be second down and 9 for Bishop McDevitt.
Some really good lateral pursuit that time by the Shippensburg linebacking core, and Geiger couldn't find any opening anywhere. In fact, he may have lost about a yard, Rob. Ball resting just now out at the 10-yard line.
Just underway here in the second quarter. And McDevitt and Shippensburg in the semifinals of the District 3 Quad A playoffs. And deal this time from the gun. He looks left, throws left, and it's incomplete. Becker was the intended wide receiver. Nice coverage by Adam Hauser to the far side, and it'll be a third down and 10 for the Crusaders.
Yeah, that time Adam looking for Becker up the far side, but he threw inside as Becker was turned to the outside and could not make the catch.
Kanias Becker, a sophomore. A lot of sophomores, freshmen dotting this McDevitt roster. So third down and 10 now for the Crusaders. Burnett is flanked to the far side along with Becker. Back to pass is Deal. And the throws in the far side of the field. It's complete short of the goal line. I believe that was Becker. And Hauser with another stop. It'll be fourth down and goal to goal for Bishop McDevitt.
Boy, I wasn't sure how he could catch that football, but he came up with it.
Hauser prevents the touchdown, so it's fourth down and about 1 for Bishop McDevitt. Home crowd giving some encouragement to their team, and this is Geiger, and Geiger stood up, and he's going to get in the end zone. Matt Geiger with a 1-yard touchdown run, and McDevitt on the board first.
Just snuck it across the goal line, Rob. He didn't get it in there by much, but it doesn't take much.
No, they stood him up at the line of scrimmage, but somehow Geiger was able to get into the end zone. John Fauner will try to add the extra point. Nick Briner, the holder for Crusaders. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 10:30 remaining until halftime. It's 7-0. Bishop McDevitt will be right back.
With more than 20 years of experience, Kathy Pugh and her customer service friendly staff are no strangers to making customers happy with great food and friendly hometown service. From specialty soups, salads, made-to-order sandwiches, baked goods, and gourmet coffees, Kathy's Deli has grown to one of the most popular caterers in our area. A great place for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Voted #1 deli and #1 for lunch. Kathy's Deli, West King Street, Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
12-play, 99-yard scoring drive by Bishop McDevitt. 1-yard run by Geiger. So Shippensburg will get the ball back. Adam Hauser awaiting the kick by Fauner. Very entertaining game so far here tonight at Veterans Stadium. Big crowd on hand to watch this playoff game.
Through the air, mostly in that drive, Rob. Threw the ball really, really well.
Short kick.
Ooh.
And it is hit at the right away at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be recovered by Bishop McDevitt.
It bounced off of Denny Carnacion right at the 46-yard line, and he didn't have any idea that football was coming his way and bounced on immediately by a Crusader at the Shippensburg 47-yard line. Huge break.
Yeah.
Huge break for the Crusaders.
Not an intended onside kick or anything, because I was looking downfield waiting to see who would pick it up, and then all of a sudden I looked up and McDevitt was on the ball. So big turnover by Shippensburg, and McDevitt inside Greyhound territory, and Geiger is alone setback. Deal throws down the far side of the field, and it is almost caught by Tanias Becker as he had a turnaround and couldn't quite grab that ball. Hauser on the defense, but another good throw by Deal, but Becker couldn't quite come down with it.
Cody Gustafson was over there also as well, Rob, but let me tell you what, Becker has a lot of speed as Gustafson was really chugging to try to keep up with him up the far sideline.
5'10", 185 is Tanias Becker. 2nd down and 10. Deal from the gun, and there's going to be a penalty on McDevitt as Becker jumped, and that will negate the run gain by Geiger. Stopped by Clayton Stein. This is going to be a legal procedure penalty called against McDevitt. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty as Becker got a little excited there and he jumped before the ball was snapped. Back inside McDevitt territory to 48, so it'll be 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, that one that didn't get 5 full yards on that penalty.
Well,
we can take all the yardage we need. I think we can need in this game.
4 wide receivers. Deal back to pass, sets up the screen to Geiger. Geiger breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. Geiger is going to be close to the 1st down, and I believe he gets it. Ian King finally brings him down, but nice setup, the screen pass to Geiger, and he broke one tackle, and he's going to get the 1st down for McDevitt.
Yeah, he was dropped for a loss, or could have been dropped for a loss, but he stepped right out of the Shippensburg tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and it gives them great field position down to the Shippensburg 37.
2 minutes in here in the 2nd quarter. Backs are in the eye behind Deal. And this is Geiger again. And Geiger slips to the outside. He's going to have another 1st down. Quite a run by Matt Geiger. Finally brought down by Dylan Jumper. But he broke another couple tackles and another 1st down for the Crusaders.
Yeah, he's an impressive kid. Really runs hard. Shippensburg's going to call another timeout, Rob, here at 9:31 left to go in the half. They trail by a score of 7-0.
For Shippensburg's best pizza, hot and cold subs, salads, wraps, and wonderful Italian dinners, discover the all-new Big Richard's on Richard Avenue. Big Richard's is the newest Italian restaurant in town and is associated with Marcello's. Ask about Big Richard's catering service for your party, featuring pasta trays and 2, 4, and 6-foot giant subs. Call in your takeout or delivery order now at 717-300-3737. That's 300-3737. They're open 7 days a week, Thursday through Saturday till 3 a.m. The new Big Richard's at 39 Richard Avenue and BigRichardsPizza.com.
Greyhound football on SE Sportsnet, powered by Kramer Insurance Agency. So McDevitt, nice drive underway here as they're inside the Shippensburg 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. Backs in the eye once again behind Deal. And this is Geiger. Geiger gets to the outside, breaks one tackle. Geiger going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards. Colby Holtry finally brings him down. One of the Shippensburg players had him by the jersey. That was Kyle Yost, but he couldn't drag him down. So a gain of 4, let's call it, and it'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, Yost was in the backfield and had Geiger's jersey at the line of scrimmage, but that didn't pull him down.
Jaquil Adams to the far side, along with Becker. And this is Deal. He looks to the far side, and that's Becker. He has the catch and a 1st down. Becker 10, 5. Touchdown, Bishop McDevitt. Tanias Becker puts the 2nd TD of the night on the board for McDevitt. It's 13-0.
Well, and these experienced wide receivers, Rob, are starting to shine here in this football game. But Chase Deal has done a nice job finding those receivers.
Becker, nice hands, and then he has that speed to go along with it after the catch. And Fauner will attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:44 remaining until halftime. It's 14-0 Bishop McDevitt.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Tanias Becker, a 21-yard pass reception, caps off a 5-play, 48-yard scoring drive for the Crusaders, and now it's 14-0. And partner, the Greyhounds need to mount a drive to slow down this McDevitt team. Fauner will tee it up, and Adam Hauser is deep.
Yeah, that drive for the Crusaders started after the turnover. Shippensburg player hit on the kickoff and gave the Crusaders the football in the Shippensburg territory, and they were able to turn it into 6 points.
And this will be, I believe it's Chavez. Chavez with the return up over the 20 to about the 23-yard line before he's brought down by Tori Vladic. And that will be where Shippensburg starts at 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. So the Greyhounds, nothing after the first, but McDevitt has scored 2 touchdowns in the first 3 minutes and 16 seconds of the second quarter, and Van Syok from the gun on 1st down. Back to pass, throws to the far side, and this is Adam Hauser. He bobbles it, but gets it back, and he's going to have the 1st down, and he's fighting for more yardage up over the 40-yard line. What a 2nd and 3rd effort by Adam Hauser, probably brought down by Gethers, but that's a little bit of spark, and now Hauser's going to limp off the field. Hope he's okay, but that was quite a run after the pass by Adam Hauser.
Yeah, there were a couple of Crusaders, Rob, that just couldn't make the tackle, and Adam Hauser does what he does so well. Just kept moving those legs and moving that football. Great pass play of 21 yards.
1st and 10 from the 42. Hauser on the sideline trying to run it off. Van Syok pressured, throws, incomplete. Intended for Kane Freidinger, and a penalty flag flies. Lawson was on the coverage, and we're going to have a penalty against Bishop McDevitt.
Looks like defensive holding, Rob.
So that will help the Shippensburg cause.
It's going to be 15 yards and or 10 yards, I'm sorry, and that's going to move the chains for 1st down.
Inside McDevitt territory at the 48-yard line.
More yellow hankies on the field here in the first half for McDevitt than Shippensburg.
First down, Van Syok and Gustafson in motion. And this is Hauser who's back in the ball game, and Hauser fights forward for a couple of yards to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3 will be second down and 7. Tackle made by Piccioni. So Adam Hauser, who hobbled off the field, back in there, and that's a good sign for this Shippensburg offense. Greyhounds trail 14-0. Clayton Stein to the near side. Gustafson to the far side, and the backs are split behind Carter Van Syok. Second down play. Fakes to Tinner, throws it to the flat. This is Cody Gustafson, 35, 30, 25, and the official's going to say he is out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Boy, I couldn't really tell, but it looked like he was in bounds, and that would have been a touchdown for Shippensburg. But a nice catch and run by Cody Gustafson and a first down for the Greyhounds, and they're going to mark it at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that time they put Gustafson in motion. He'd set up on the far side of the formation across the field, and Van Syok just flicked it to him up the near sideline, and Gustafson just couldn't walk the tightrope and keep it in bounds for the touchdown.
First down now for Shippensburg. Back to pass again. Van Syok throws to the far side to Gustafson, and good play there defensively by Tanias Becker. And that will fall incomplete. Very good pass by Van Syok that time. Falls incomplete, second down and 10.
Yeah, he had Gustafson open on the far sideline, Rob, but didn't make a very good throw.
Clock stops 7:19 remaining until half. Tinner and Hauser once again behind Van Syok. Two-step drop. This is Gustafson to the far side, 30, 25, close to the first down, knocked out of bounds by Tanias Becker. Let's see where the ball is spotted. It'll be close to the first down.
Well, they're not going to give him anywhere near the spot where he stretched out to get the ball past the chains. That's a bad mark back at the 35 or 25-yard line.
So third down and 1, we'll call it, for the Greyhounds. Shippensburg with a pretty good drive going here in the second quarter. Van Syok, quarterback keeper, and that's going to be enough for the first down. So Van Syok keeps it, and the chains will move. That was Cordell Cash on the stop for the Crusaders. Ball marked at about the 24-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Greyhounds.
Yeah, Hounds, as you mentioned, Rob, have something going here on this possession. They move the ball really well. Van Syok's thrown the ball well.
Backs in the eye this time. No Philip Torres at all this evening. It's been Tinner and Hauser in the backfield. And this is Hauser right up the gut. Hauser fights forward for 2 or 3 yards before he's brought down. Be second down for the Greyhounds. That was Jayon Butts on the stop. Make it a gain of 2, second down and 8. Hauser fighting as he always does, but other than the one run, has not been unable to get much yardage from the ground. Van Syok back to pass. Throws down the near side, and this is Cody Gustafson once again. And Gustafson made another nice throw. Gethers on the coverage for McDevitt. But that is going to be a first down, and they're going to call it goal to goal for the Greyhounds. Yeah. Another nice pass and reception for the Greyhounds.
You got to really look at Carter moving those feet, keeping those feet moving all the time.
Good point.
And a nice little pattern run down and out to the near sideline by Gustafson to pick up the first and goal for Shippensburg.
Van Syok under center. This is Hauser. Hauser fights forward for a couple yards, and the McDevitt players are running off the field like there was a fumble recovery, but that does not happen. Matt Geiger on the stop. But we'll give Hauser 4. It'll be second down and goal to goal from the 6-yard line. I don't know what McDevitt players were doing. So Shippensburg down by 2 touchdowns, trying to get back in this ball game. Van Syok looking over the McDevitt defense. Gustafson in motion. And back to pass. This is Van Syok. He's being pressured, throws in the middle of the field in the end zone. There was 3 defenders for McDevitt. Clayton Stein was the intended receiver. Geiger was back there to lead away, and that was a dangerous throw.
And now we got a penalty marker thrown on the far side of the field, Rob. I'll tell you what, though, that was a real dangerous throw.
Yeah, sideline warning. Yeah, sideline warning on Bishop McDevitt.
Sideline warning, so.
Has to be thin, not far across the field.
So that result in a 3rd and 6 now for Shippensburg as McDevitt put some pressure on Van Syok that time and threw it into a crowd of white jerseys. So big 3rd down for Shippensburg. And Syok breaks the huddle. Stein to the near side and Gustafson to the far side.
Quick pitch to Hauser this way.
3rd down call. Here's the fade to the far sideline to Gustafson. He catches it. Touchdown, Shippensburg! What a throw that time by Van Syok. Becker on the coverage, but another spectacular catch by Cody Gustafson, and Shippensburg is on the board.
Yeah, he threw it up over the defender right into the hands of Carter Van Syok, who was backpedaling in the far corner of the end zone for the Shippensburg score.
Just what the doctor ordered as Shippensburg drives down the field and gets the touchdown. Van Horn with the extra point try. Cameron Tinner the hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 5:10 remaining in the half. It's 14-7 Bishop McDevitt.
Kick off your fall in a great new car or truck for less than the cost of a used one now at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac Shippensburg. This is Mickey Nye. At H&H, our lower expenses allow us to pass big savings on to you, like $4,500 off now on Chevy Cruze, Malibu, or on Chevy's versatile Colorado pickup, or score $10,000 off on a new Silverado Duramax diesel. H&H is your low overhead dealer that can afford to sell for less. Chevy, find new roads. Take exit 29 off of I-81. Visit hhchev.com, and thank you.
11 play, 77-yard scoring drive, 6-yard pass. Van Syok to Gustafson. And Cody Gustafson, Scott, is having himself quite the ball game here.
Yeah, he really is. He's stepped it up the effort here tonight for the Shippensburg Greyhounds. He's made a couple spectacular catches.
So Eddie Ocker will kick it off. Deep is Tanias Becker.
Can I get a pair of those shoes that the Crusaders
you like
are
them?
wearing? Yeah, I like
Gold?
those a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
High tops and low tops, both. Yeah. Give me a pair of each.
That Adams deep. And there's a short kick, and Adams gets it at 10. He fumbles and picks it back up, 15, 20, 25, and it's hit around the 27, 28-yard line. That's where McDevitt will set up shop. Austin Kozer and Dylan Jumper on the stop, and a late flag.
That flag was thrown from the Shippensburg side of the field, but this is going to go against Bishop McDevitt, I believe, Rob.
I mean, McDevitt was on the sideline, their team, and the official dropped the flag, so it was a very late call. Let's see what going to be a big one. And that's going to go back to the 15-yard line, a holding call against McDevitt. It's kind of a weird call. It took a long time to happen, but that helps the Shippensburg cause, and it's 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Chase Daniel from the gun. Deal. I said Daniels. Deal. And this is Geiger. Geiger, he just refuses to go down. Geiger up over the 20 to the 23-yard line. Gustafson and Ian King on the stop. It'll be second down and call it 4 for the Crusaders at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, Gustafson and King rode him on his back for about 4 yards that time, Rob.
Geiger in the eye, and they'll give him the ball again right up the gut, and this time he goes nowhere. Good defense by Shippensburg. Be a third down and about 2. Denny Santana on the stop. He did get a few yards. Third down, let's call it 2 for Bishop McDevitt. Ball resting at the 23-yard line. Big third down here for the Shippensburg defense. And this is Geiger, and there's going to be another penalty. Should be some kind of procedure penalty against McDevitt, I believe. So Bishop McDevitt, a little sloppy as far as the penalties are concerned so far here in this first half. Helps Shippensburg. It's third down and about 6 now for McDevitt back at the 20-yard line.
I think this is a key hold for the Shippensburg defense, Rob, here in this first half. Force the Crusaders to punt.
Adams and Becker to the near side, and Deal back to throw. He throws to the near side, and the ball is caught by Jaquil Adams, and the ball is then dropped, and let's see what the call is. Out of bounds, and it's going to be a first down for Bishop McDevitt. Jaquil Adams fumbles it out of bounds. Denny Santana on the stop, but McDevitt gets a big first down on that third down and 6.
Yeah, and a huge play for Bishop McDevitt being able to hang on to that football.
3:49 remaining in the first half. It's 1st and 10 from the 33. Deal from the gun, and another procedure penalty going to be called on McDevitt, and that was Sawyer Morgan, freshman, moved early. So it'll be first down and 15. There's some big kids out there for McDevitt. Sean Petrazik, 5'11", 300. Fiamingo, 6'1", 280.
Yeah, Morgan's only 6'2", 250.
I guess he gets in the food line after these other big boys. First and...
They probably fight at that food line. What are you talking about?
1st and 15. Deal, back to pass. Throws down the field, and it's complete for the first down and more. That's Nazir Burnett, and he was wide open. First down, McDevitt. Coverage by Cody Gustafson. 1st and 10, Crusaders at the 48-yard line. Eddie Ocker back there also, but Burnett was wide open, and Deal found him with a perfect throw.
Yeah, that time they threw just underneath the coverage, and he was wide open.
McDevitt, I believe, with all 3 timeouts. Shippensburg with 1, and this is Geiger. And Geiger is stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he manages to fall forward for a gain of 2 or 3. Colby Tracy on the stop. Ball marked right at the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Well, you think when you've got him stopped at the line of scrimmage, and he squirts for a couple more.
So McDevitt with a 14-7 lead as we hit the 3-minute mark here in the second. And the gun is Deal. Back to pass. Throws it, and it is caught. That was a nice catch by Jaquil Adams, brought down by Brandon Wheeler. And there's a whistle. Timeout called by McDevitt. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Crusaders. We'll be right back.
Advantage ChemDry understands that your pets are an important part of your family. But what happens when they cause messes? We have a revolutionary pet urine removal treatment that's specially formulated to eliminate urine odors. We offer full evaluations, including treating your subfloor, carpet, padding, and new flooring replacement. Stop being embarrassed by your pet's accidents and call me, Ashley, at 717-532-8676. Or visit us online at AdvantageChemDry.com. Get $20 off your pet urine removal treatment.
SE Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football from the Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth. For free home prescription delivery, call 532-5812. 3rd down and 2 for the Crusaders at the Shippensburg 43-yard line.
A couple of key 3rd down conversions on this drive, Rob, have kept it alive for the Crusaders here. Moving the football again very methodically down the field.
Deal to Geiger, puts his head down and have the 1st down. Only gained about 2 yards, but it's enough to move the chains. Kyle Yost on the stop for the Greyhounds. 1st down 10, McDevitt at the 42-yard line.
Again, there was a loose football, and Shippensburg came up with it, but Geiger had already been down on the play.
3 receivers to the far side and Burnett to the near side. This is Deal. Flanker screen to Becker. Becker looks for some blocking, and a nice tackle there by a couple of Shippensburg defenders led by Dylan Jumper, and they didn't allow Burnett to get free, and another timeout called by McDevitt. That's their 2nd one remaining. We'll be right back.
Kathy's Deli, West King Street in Shippensburg is happy to cater almost any event imaginable, from banquets to picnics, corporate events, or elegant wedding receptions. Kathy's Deli offers quality food and exceptional service. Catering all over the Cumberland Valley for all size groups, Kathy's experience and expertise, along with your ideas, will make for real crowd pleasers. Give Kathy or Donna a call at 477-8300 for individualized consultations. Kathy's Deli of Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
So it'll be 2nd down for McDevitt just inside the 40-yard line of the Greyhounds. 2:19 remaining. Very entertaining first half here in the semifinals of the Quad A District 3 playoff championship. And this is Deal. Throws to the near side, and it is caught by Daniels. And then, that is Becker. And Becker breaks 1 tackle. And then he's knocked out of bounds by Cody Gustafson, but that's going to be a 1st down. I'll tell you, Scott, whenever Deal's looking for a playmaker, he throws the ball in Becker's direction, and he usually comes through.
Yeah, Becker or Burnett. And he's had plenty of time to be able to throw the football tonight, too. Shippensburg not putting a lot of pressure on the sophomore quarterback.
Clock stops 2:13. 1st and 10 from the Shippensburg 28. This is Adams in the backfield now, and now we have some pressure, and Deal breaks 1 tackle, then he's going to be brought down, and a penalty flag. That was Ian King, late flag, and it's going to be a penalty on McDevitt. Colby Holtry over there to help things out, too. So another penalty against Bishop McDevitt.
Yeah, I think this is going to be an illegal forward pass. It's going to cost him a down. Yep.
Lost it down. Ball back to the 43-yard line.
Well, we talked about the lack of pressure, and all of a sudden Shippensburg brought it on.
Colby Holtry led the charge.
Nice thing about that penalty, too, Rob, it's a spot foul from where the pass was thrown, so it's a huge loss.
2nd and 25. Deal looks, plenty of time again, and the ball is almost intercepted by Gustafson. Burnett was the intended wide receiver, but Gustafson knocks it away, and it's 3rd down and 25. Gustafson all over Burnett that time. Great coverage. Clock stops, 2:02 remaining.
And Deal walks over to the sideline to get the play.
And crowd getting a little noisy here, and a big 3rd down. Shippensburg with 1 timeout. If they can stop them here, maybe get the ball back.
Cameron Titter leading the cheerleaders here.
3rd and long. Deal from the gun. Back to pass. Plenty of time again right over the middle, and it's intercepted by Adam Hauser. Hauser, 40, 45, 50. Adam Hauser brought down from behind inside McDevitt territory, and that was Adams that chased him down, but Hauser with the INT. Nice run back, and Shippensburg is in business with 1:52 remaining.
Burnett was the intended receiver, but nowhere near where deal through the football. He threw it right into the hands of Adam Hauser, who had a nice return. And a 32-yard return gives Shippensburg the football at the Crusader 44.
Shippensburg, just the break they needed. And Van Syok from the gun here on first down.
A lot of mistakes by the Crusaders here in this first half, even though they lead it 14-7.
Now Van Syok is going to run with it, and he fights forward to about the 35-yard line of McDevitt. Matt Geiger brings him down, but a nice run by Carter Van Syok.
Very alert. Nobody open in the secondary. Saw he had some running room straight ahead and picked up 9 quick yards for the Greyhounds.
Ball marked at the 36-yard line. 1:28 remaining until half. Hauser split to the far side. 3 receivers to the near side. Van Syok rolls left, throws downfield, and it is caught. Another reception by Cody Gustafson. Gathers on the coverage for McDevitt, but that will move the chains and stops the clock also.
Again, just some great poise by Van Syok in the backfield. The pressure was coming from the backside. He had rolled to the near side of the formation, waited for Gustafson to make the turn up the near sideline, and just made a beautiful pass for the connection in the first down.
1st and 10 from the 20. Hauser again, wide receiver. And Van Syok being pressured. And he's going to throw down the middle of the field. An incomplete pass. Kane Freidinger, the intended receiver. The ball knocked away. It'll be incomplete, 2nd down and 10. That was a nice throw. I believe that was Geathers and Briner back there for McDevitt. Decent throw, but Freidinger couldn't come down with it.
Briner was all over Freidinger. Great coverage by the safety. Broke up that pass play for Shippensburg.
1:08 remaining. 2nd down and 10.
Back right down through the middle again, Rob.
Yep. And Van Syok is going to be sacked. He had no chance. Geiger on the blitz for McDevitt, and boy, Van Syok got smacked. And they're not going to call a timeout. 1:03 remaining. And boy, Van Syok, he has to be hurting a little bit. He got really hit hard from behind.
Yeah, nobody picked up Geiger at all on the linebacker blitz, and he slammed Van Syok to the turf back at the 26.
3rd down and 16. Tinner, the lone running back from the gun. This is Van Syok. He steps up, and he's going to throw downfield. Adam Hauser, and he can't make the reception, and that would have been a touchdown. Adam Hauser at the goal line. He couldn't come up with the pass, and it's 4th down. Ooh, so close.
Just fingertips, just off the fingertips and incomplete. Now you got to go for it here, don't you, Rob?
Sure. Yeah, that would be a 35, 40-some yard field goal, 42-yard field goal for Van Horn. So 4th down. 36.9 seconds remaining. Tinner again, the lone setback. Long count. Van Syok back to throw. Here's the lob downfield, and it is tempted for Cody Gustafson. He makes a diving catch.
Touchdown! Oh!
That took forever to call. What a play!
They had 4 officials looking at each other, and the guy that was actually behind the play actually made the call for the touchdown. Wow, what a catch.
Highlight reel stuff there as Van Syok threw it as hard as he could, and Gustafson dove into the end zone and made the catch, and we are an extra point away from a tie ball game.
What a great 4th down play by the Hounds.
4th and 16. Van Horn, extra point is good. 30.6 seconds remaining in the half. It's 14-14.
Newt's Pub and Grill, voted the #1 pub in Shippensburg, offers a full menu of homemade soups, award-winning burgers, wings, quality entrees, sandwiches, and Newt's famous chips. Lunch or dinner, you can relax with family and friends for an enjoyable and delectable experience. For your next special celebration or just a night out, Newt's Pub and Grill, West King Street in Shippensburg is the place to go. With spacious booths and plenty of HD TVs, outstanding menu which includes Wednesday wings and Thursday burgers. Try Newt's Pub and Grill after the game or anytime.
Unbelievable.
That was just an absolutely phenomenal catch in the end zone. 4 officials looked at each other, Rob, and finally the back judge, who was behind Gustafson, finally put his arms in the air. Touchdown.
Wow. One of the best catches you will ever see in high school football. 6-play, 44-yard scoring drive.
Cody Gustafson's just had a phenomenal first half.
And this is Eddie Walker. Short kick takes a bounce. One of the up men for McDevitt has it, and a decent return up over the 35 to the 38-yard line. That was Aaron Gethers. Stopped by Nicholas Welts. And McDevitt has it with 27.9 seconds and 1 timeout remaining. Boy, you got to give Shippensburg a lot of credit here, Scott.
I'll say.
Down 2 scores in the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, and they've come back with 2 TDs of their own, both touchdown receptions by Cody Gustafson. Geiger in the backfield, and he'll get it. Geiger right up the middle. Geiger breaks another tackle. Geiger kicks the ball outside. There's going to be a penalty on McDevitt. Hauser finally runs him down. Geiger with a great effort. Dylan Jumper also down there, and it's going to come back. It's going to be a holding.
Yep, push in the back
against McDevitt.
Boy, another huge penalty against McDevitt. How many yards they have this first half, JD? Penalties. He's got to get the calculator out.
Seen the look in his eyes.
Yeah, I got that one, boy. I'm not going to ask that question again. I can tell you that.
Roughly off the top of my head, thanks to Penn Live, he says 80.
About 80.
Wow. 80 yards of penalties against Bishop McDevitt in the first half. That's huge.
Back to the, call it the 36-yard line. First down and 12. Deal under center. And this is Geiger over the left side. And Geiger, again with a nice run, falls forward to the 44-yard line. That was Denny Santana. And McDevitt is going to let the clock run out. And quite a second quarter here from Veterans Stadium. We're tied at the half. It's 14-14.
For Shippensburg's best pizza, hot and cold subs, salads, wraps, and wonderful Italian dinners, discover the all-new Big Richard's on Richard Avenue. Big Richard's is the newest Italian restaurant in town and is associated with Marcello's. Ask about Big Richard's catering service for your party, featuring pasta trays and 2, 4, and 6-foot giant subs. Call in your takeout or delivery order now at 717-300-3737. That's 300-3737. They're open 7 days a week, Thursday through Saturday till 3 a.m. The new Big Richard's at 39 Richard Avenue and BigRichardsPizza.com.
Premier Events West Orange Street in Shippensburg is the place to go for excellent upscale food and service in the Shippensburg area. Premier Events is a premier banquet and special events facility that offers catering for all occasions in their beautiful chandelier-lit banquet room. All their delicious food is freshly prepared and can be served on or off-site at your chosen location. Call them today at 532-2279 to book your party and let your next event be a premier event. What is one of the best ways to give your staff a professional look? Dress them for success with customized outerwear, sweaters, sport and woven shirts, or tees sporting your business logo. CVR Uniforms will apply your professional logo or group logo to any of their products. CVR Uniforms offers excellent turnaround time and the highest quality work at competitive prices. 111 West King Street inside of Town Cleaners. Call CVR Uniforms today at 532-7622.
Well, on Thanksgiving morning, the Shippensburg Turkey Trot will take off from the large pavilion here at Memorial Park. This 5K run or fun walk is a family-friendly event that benefits the King's Kettle Food Pantry. Come out and meet your neighbors while contributing to a great cause. There are 3 ways to register at cvraceseries.us, at Newt's Pub and Grill on Wednesday night from 5 to 8, or on Thanksgiving morning at the event. Happy Thanksgiving. The Greyhounds SC Sportsnet halftime report is brought to you by H&H Chevrolet Cadillac of Shippensburg. And we're tied at 14 as Shippensburg found themselves down 14-0 3 minutes into the second quarter and fought back to tie this one up here as the half came to a close.
And Cody Gustafson, we can't say it enough. He is just not single-handedly, but he has done everything in his power to make sure that Shippensburg is in this ball game, as he has just come up with pass reception after pass reception. It'll be interesting when JD does the stats to see his first half lines, but he has just been incredible here for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, and another thing I think you just really have to point out, Rob, is that Bishop McDevitt made a lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties. When they moved the football very, very well, but big penalties cost them dearly in the first half.
Yeah, they did, and it seemed like every time that McDevitt had made a first down or had a long reception or whatever, it came back because of the penalty. And case in point, right here in the last scoring drive before the half, Geiger had another nice run, and there was a block in the back, and so that didn't count. So hey, but Shippensburg will take it any way they can get it. But they've done a remarkable job to stay with this team in the first half, and even down 14-0, they didn't give up, and of course have tied it up here at the half.
Yeah, they played remarkably well in the first half, Rob. One turnover for Shippensburg on a kickoff that bounced off of one of the up guys and then right back into the arms of the Crusaders, and they turned that into a score. But then Shippensburg was able to convert on the Adam Hauser interception to get them to tie this football game up, and we're 14-14 at halftime. You want to review the scoring for us there, partner?
Started in the second quarter. Geiger with a 14-yard run, Fauner with a kick. It was a 12-play, 99-yard scoring drive for Bishop McDevitt. Is a great punt by Eddie Ocker pinned them back to their own 1-yard line, but 12 plays later they are on the board 7-0. And then Becker with a 21-yard pass from Deal, and Fauner the extra point again. 5-play, 48-yard drive. It was 14-0 Crusaders. And Cody Gustafson from Carter Van Syok, 6-yard scoring pass at the 5-10 mark. 11-play, 77-yard scoring drive. The Van Horn extra point, 14-7. And then with just 30 seconds left in the half after the interception by Adam Hauser set Shippensburg up, the spectacular 26-yard scoring pass from Van Syok to Gustafson, and then Van Horn with a kick. 6-play, 44-yard drive, and we're tied at 14.
We thought that first touchdown pass was highlight reel stuff, and it was, but that second one was just absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, that's just something that, and it was so funny watching the officials down there in the end zone. They weren't sure what to do, but they made the touchdown call. So Shippensburg playing very well here at the half, 14-all.
Kick off your fall in a great new car or truck for less than the cost of a used one now at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac Shippensburg. This is Mickey Nye. At H&H, our lower expenses allow us to pass big savings on to you, like $4,500 off now on Chevy Cruze, Malibu, or on Chevy's versatile Colorado pickup, or score $10,000 off on a new Silverado Duramax diesel. H&H is your low overhead dealer that can afford to sell for less. Chevy, find new roads. Take exit 29 off of I-81. Visit hhchev.com, and thank you.
Premier Events West Orange Street in Shippensburg is the place to go for excellent upscale food and service in the Shippensburg area. Premier Events is a premier banquet and special events facility that offers catering for all occasions in their beautiful chandelier-lit banquet room. All their delicious food is freshly prepared and can be served on or off-site at your chosen location. Call them today at 532-2279 to book your party and let your next event be a premier event.
Residential and commercial painting at its best. That simply is New Life Painting, a family-owned Shippensburg company that welcomes the opportunity to discuss your painting needs, one room, or your full house. For 15 years, New Life Painting has guaranteed neatness, efficiency, and quality at affordable prices. If you're thinking of freshening up your home for this fall and winter, give Keith and Whitey a call. New Life Painting, 423-5577 for a free estimate and color consultation. New Life Painting of Shippensburg, 423-5577.
This week, Greyhound Nation would like to congratulate Ms. Connie Waddell for being the Teacher of the Week. Ms. Waddell is a classroom support aide that has a great deal of school spirit. She spreads her Greyhound pride to you throughout the building daily. The Greyhound football family would like to thank Ms. Waddell for her dedication to our athletes and students at SASHS. J.D. Davison, quite the first half.
Yeah, very entertaining first half. Shippensburg, took the opening kickoff, went down the field and came away empty. Scored his first quarter, then points aplenty in the second quarter. Bishop McDevitt got their legs underneath them and put together 2 drives. Then Shippensburg with a nice answer after being down 2 scores to come back and get on the scoreboard. And then a big interception right before halftime by Hauser gave Shippensburg a short field, and probably the best reception I've ever seen in a high school football game for the second touchdown for Shippensburg to tie it up, and we're knotted at 14 at the half.
Well, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the wide receivers for the Crusaders as well, JD. They just can run a pattern exceptionally well, and they've got great hands.
Yeah, we might be giving a little bit too much cushion out there, but one thing we're doing tonight, we're closing on them for the most part in a hurry, and they're not getting too many yards after the catch. Now, there's a couple times where we haven't, and the second touchdown for the Crusaders, he was able to scamper up the sideline. He just blew us all away and got in for the score. But I think our secondary is playing well enough, just maybe need to tighten up just a hair there.
Halftime statistics brought to you by Chamberlain's Pest Control of Shippensburg.
Okay, for Bishop McDevitt, 16 rushes, 82 yards in the first half, all Matt Geiger. Deal passing 12 of 16, 1 interception, 165 yards. Nazir Burnett, 5 for 81. Becker, 4 for 50. Adams, 2 for 21. And Geiger, 1 for 13, 247 yards of total offense for the visiting Crusaders. They had 11 first downs in the first half. For Shippensburg, a little tough sledding on the ground. 14 carries for 37 yards. Hauser, 8 for 30. Tenner, 1 for 4. And Van Sock, 3 for 3. Carter Van Sock, 11 for 20 passing, no interceptions, 141 yards. He goes over the 2,000-yard mark for the season. And Cody Gustafson, a huge first half, 10 catches, 122 yards. And Hauser, 1 for 19. The Greyhounds with 178 yards of total offense in the first half and 9 first downs. Shippensburg was 5 for 8 on third down conversions in the first half. Bishop McDevitt just 2 for 4. Like you said, Bishop McDevitt, they did have 10 penalties for 80 yards. Shippensburg with 1 penalty for just 5 yards, and each team putted once, and each team with a turnover. On the defensive side of the football, Brandon Willard, 5 tackles to lead the Greyhounds. Cameron Tenner with 4. Dylan Jumper with 4. And Ian King with 4 for the Greyhounds defense.
So those are our halftime statistics. Brought to you by Chamberlain's Pest Control. The H&H Chevrolet halftime report continues after these messages.
Kathy's Deli, West King Street in Shippensburg is happy to cater almost any event imaginable, from banquets to picnics, corporate events, or elegant wedding receptions. Kathy's Deli offers quality food and exceptional service. Catering all over the Cumberland Valley for all size groups, Kathy's experience and expertise, along with your ideas, will make for real crowd pleasers. Give Kathy or Donna a call at 477-8300 for individualized consultations. Kathy's Deli of Shippensburg. Experience the difference.
You have auto insurance because, let's face it, stuff happens. And then you feel punished with a rate hike after filing a claim? Erie Rate Lock changes all that. With Rate Lock from Erie Insurance, your low rate stays great until you change cars, drivers, or your address. Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage. Insured must meet necessary underwriting guidelines. Premium may change if you make policy changes. Not all products are offered in all states. Patent pending.
Now you can stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing to your hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle. Print edition, web edition, or e-edition, all at your fingertips and for just pennies a day. ShipNC.com gets you connected to breaking news, sports, features. Since 1844, Shippensburg has depended on the accuracy of the news and sports and more at the Shippensburg News Chronicle. Subscribe today at ShipNC.com. Now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
Greyhound football on SC Sportsnet, powered by Kramer Insurance Agency. Partner?
Trying to find some scores. The only one I've been able to find is the other semifinal game in Quad A, and Berks Catholic is leading at 21-7 over Lampeter Stroudsburg. We'll try to find you some more scores. Congratulations to Middletown, who beat Wyomissing last night at Hershey Park Stadium to clinch the District 3 3A football championship, 48-20. And Shippensburg, of course, the winner of the Shippensburg McDevitt game tonight here, obviously will play the winner of the Stroudsburg Berks Catholic winner next week at Hershey Park Stadium. JD?
A couple of stats, career stats of note here in the game tonight. Cody Gustafson runs his career mark, 157 catches for 2,629 yards. And Carter Van Syak with 127 completions ties Tyler Gustafson's mark, 127 completions last year.
That's quite the accomplishment for the first-year starter.
Yeah, excuse me. Tyler Gustafson had 127. Carter's at 124, so he's three completions shy. My mistake. Three completions shy of what the Tyler did last year.
Well, that's still an impressive statistic, and would think he's going to get 3 completions here in the second half. And what about the second half? Scott Shippensburg is going to kick off to start the third quarter here in a few minutes, and the momentum has certainly been in the Greyhounds' favor, and obviously have to keep it up here in the second half and get a quick 3 and out and get that offense back out in the field.
Yeah, I think you have to be impressed. I think the momentum probably toward the end of the second half in favor of Shippensburg being able to convert and place 7 points on the board after the Adam Hauser interception. That have to definitely go in their favor. And I still go back, J.D. mentioned it here at halftime, but the soft play of the Shippensburg cornerbacks and secondary really allowed Burnett and Becker to run their pattern successfully well in that first half, or it could have been a different ball game here at halftime.
Yeah, and that's quite the talented trio of receivers they do have.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Rob, who came on before the game from McDevitt, said that they have a tendency to drop some passes, and we haven't seen any drops yet tonight out of the McDevitt receivers.
Yeah, they've done a great job of hanging on to the football. I've been impressed with how well they really catch the football. But this sophomore quarterback's exceptionally impressive too, guys.
Yeah, and getting great experience here at the end of the year. Normally you don't get that, of a sophomore sitting behind a senior and so forth, but he's been pressed into action his third game, and he's getting better. Now, he's made some sophomore mistakes tonight. Two of the procedure penalties against Bishop McDevitt. He just didn't leave his guys get time to get set, called for the snap too soon, but that's something he'll learn too. But he's got an arm, and like Rob said, they got something to build on here for the coming future.
Well, you look at the south end of this football field, guys. I'll tell you what, if this Shippensburg squad can't pull some energy from this Shippensburg crowd that's here tonight, it's unbelievable. They're 5, 6, 7 deep down there in that south end zone.
Yeah, they sure are. And, of course, the stands are filled, and McDevitt with a decent crowd on the far side. But, hey, why not? It's a beautiful night for football, as you mentioned a couple times, Scott, and just couldn't ask for a better game between two very good football teams.
Second half kickoff coming up next.
Timmins Oil Incorporated of Orrstown has been proudly serving the local area for over 35 years with quality fuel oil, diesel fuel, and kerosene products at reasonable prices. The Timmins folks invite you to call now and arrange convenient fuel oil delivery for the upcoming heating season. Call Timmins Oil at 532-3740. That's 532-3740. Or stop in and say hello at 12901 Mountain Road in Orrstown. The Timmins family encourages all drivers to exercise extra caution on the roads now that the kids are back in school. Parents, remember to take the time to become involved in your children's school activities. And this fall and always, save a life. Please don't drink and drive. Remember, for extra convenient fuel oil delivery this winter, call Timmins Oil of Orrstown now at 532-3740. That's Timmins Oil at 532-3740. The Timmins family is proud to be part of our Cumberland and Franklin County communities. And go Greyhounds!
Interesting, Scott. I'm watching one of the assistant coaches talking to Eddie Ocker, and they're discussing strategy and where they want to try to kick the ball as far as what part of the field to go to. So let's see what happens here as Ocker's getting ready to tee it up. And that is Becker back deep for the Crusaders. Jeff Wechter, the head coach, who's been obviously a very successful coach for this program. And Ocker right down the middle of field, and Becker has it at the 15. 20-25, puts his head down, and he's wrapped up about the 28-yard line. I believe that was Freidinger. Kane Freidinger with a nice tackle, and McDevitt will start things at the 27-yard line. Grant Comer also in on the stop.
Well, there have been a lot of hard hits on both sides of the ball here tonight, too.
Yeah, sure has. And this Deal kid, as mentioned, you know, the quarterback, this Bauer, is a Division I recruit with a very horrible knee injury, and Deal has just stepped in and has done a remarkable job here in his third start. And running back Geiger is going to go nowhere. So he's going to fight to get back to the line of scrimmage. Danny Santana on the stop. Good way to start the second half. They'll give him a 1-yard gain. It'll be second down and 9.
Yeah, Santana was there. Cameron Tinner was also there for Shippensburg, along with Ian King.
One thing we didn't mention at halftime is the longer Shippensburg stays in the game, the more their confidence will grow.
Second down and 9. Deal from the gun. Has plenty of time. Throws the near side, and it is caught for the first down. And that is Nazir Burnett, and he was open. Gustafson with the stop, but that will move the chains. And nice throw from Deal up to the 43-yard line.
Well, again, that soft coverage from Shippensburg cost him at least a half a dozen yards on the coverage that time. Allowed Burnett to get open very, very easily and made a huge target for Deal.
And except for a few times, Deal has had all the time in the world to get the throws off.
Yeah, one time tonight, I think he had a lot of pressure, and it cost him on it.
And here's Geiger into the secondary. Geiger still riding down to the 30-yard line. That was Brandon Wheeler. Wheeler was on Geiger's back, and Geiger was running down the field. Finally brings him down, but quite a run, and it's first and 10 at the Shippensburg 30 all of a sudden.
Well, he moves that 5'10" frame down that football field in a heck of a hurry. Now, all of a sudden, two big plays, and the Crusaders have the football deep in Shippensburg territory.
Burnett to the far side, two receivers to the near side, and Deal from the gun and a whistle. And I believe we might have another penalty against McDevitt, a 5-yard procedure penalty.
I think Rob Publisk mentioned in the pregame show, Rob, that they've got a lot of inexperience on that offensive line, and we've really seen that here tonight.
Well, we said this a couple times. You look down through this roster, Scott, and there are obviously some seniors, but Deal's a sophomore, and Becker's a sophomore, and Adams is a junior. The kicker's a junior. Geiger's a senior, but a lot of underclassmen playing here for this Crusader ball team. Back to pass and first down and far side, and it's caught That is Becker, but Becker's going to go nowhere. Ian King on the stop. That was a nice pass defense that time by the Greyhounds. Ball is going to be marked at the 30-yard line. It'll be second down and called at 11.
Boy, he turned completely around to make that catch, though, Rob. I mean, that was just a super catch as that ball was thrown way behind him. Didn't go for any yardage. In fact, it lost a yard, but still was a great catch.
Burnett will flank to the far side again. Two receivers to the near side and deal from the gun. Second down and long. Throws downfield, and it is knocked away at the last minute. Intended for Burnett. And that was Adam Hauser, I believe. Cody Gustafson? Gustafson knocks it away. Incomplete. It'll be third down and 11.
I was going to say before that play started, that could have been a real key second down play for the Shippensburg defense. And early in this third quarter, here is a huge third down play.
Third down and 11.
Listen to that crowd, Rob.
Deal back to pass on third down. Plenty of time again, and the ball is thrown not very well that time. Intended for Adams, but it was thrown behind Adams. Coverage by Brandon Wheeler, so it's going to be fourth down and 11. Now what do you do, Scott, if you're Bishop McDevitt?
Well, I'm not sure here. I think they're probably going to go for it, quite honestly. It's a real gutsy call. If that ball would have been thrown on the mark, he had Brandon Wheeler turned completely in the wrong direction. That would have gone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm not so sure Colby Tracy didn't get a little piece of that to make that flutter out there a little bit.
So McDevitt will line up to go for it. Fourth and 11, and Deal will pass.
Look at the time.
And throws, and it's incomplete, intended for Tanias Becker, and Becker had a hand on it. And that will go over on downs as Adam Hauser on the coverage. And it's a wonder Becker didn't make that reception. It was thrown a little bit behind him, but I thought he was going to catch that ball.
Yeah, that was the first really drop pass tonight that you can call would have been a drop pass. That ball was thrown right on the mark, and Becker just could not hang on.
Well,
huge fourth down play for the Greyhound defense, and here come the Hounds now.
First and 10 from their own 30. Van Syok under center. Motion is Cody Gustafson. Long counts, and this is Hauser over the right side. Adam Hauser. Hauser with a nice run on first down. He's up over the 35, close to the 38-yard line. Quentin Chacon on this stop, but Adam Hauser, the great run on first down. A gain of about 7, second down and 3.
That may be his longest run of the night there, Rob, but he was patient. Greyhound offensive line did a nice job of giving him some running room that time.
8:46 remaining here in the third quarter. Gustafson in motion again. And this is Adam Hauser again. Adam Hauser into the secondary. Another first down at midfield where he's brought down by Sam Allen. But there's another nice run by Adam Hauser, and Shippensburg with another first down.
Well, Allen credited with the tackle, but Quentin Chacon was the one that slowed him down. But that moves the chains for the Greyhounds, and they're on the move here out at their 49-yard line.
So Shippensburg needs is that balance between the run and the pass. Keep this McDevitt defense off balance. See what the Greyhounds do on first down. And Syok gives it to Hauser. Hauser over the right side. Hauser with that great spin move, and then his teammates pushing forward. It's going to be close to a first down. He's going to bit a little bit short into McDevitt territory. Nick Friccione with the stop at a gain of about 8, second down and 2. Adam Hauser with another run.
Oh, a little spin right at the 45-yard line, right out of a tackle, and he got 3 more yards on the carry after that.
Second and 2. Time to throw it down the field here, Scott.
I agree.
Hauser and Tinner split behind Van Syok. And here comes the blitz, and Van Syok throws it out to the far side. That's Gustafson. Gustafson breaks a couple of tackles. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, but that's another first down for the Greyhounds.
Well, Gathers was over there on the far side. It just kind of forced him the short field against Gustafson, but another nice catch by the Shippensburg receiver.
Penalty flag, though, And it's going to go against Shippensburg, and that will negate the first down.
I think just the second penalty of the ball game for Shippensburg here, Rob.
I believe so. That's going to go all the way back inside Shippensburg territory to the 42-yard line.
Illegal block.
Wow. So it's second down and 20 for the Greyhounds. Boy, that's tough penalties. Shippensburg had got another first down. McDevitt chose blitz, and he back off. Takes it to Hauser, and Van Sock rolls to the right, then throws it short to Cameron Tinner, and Tinner down the sideline and knocked out of bounds inside McDevitt territory. So Shippensburg gets some of that yardage back with Tinner with a nice run after the catch.
Oh, but my gosh, how about the presence of mind of Van Syok, Rob? He looked over the middle, couldn't find anybody open. Then the pressure came, and he had to roll to the far side of the field and threw underneath to Cameron Tinner, who had a nice pickup on that pass play.
Ball marked at the 48-yard line. It's third down and about 8 for Shippensburg. And here's Van Syok, and he throws, and it's caught. It's caught by Cody Gustafson inside the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That ball was tipped off of the hands of Chris Briner right into Cody Gustafson's hands, and what a catch and what a run.
Well, sometimes it pays to be a little bit lucky, so that's a great play. First down, Shippensburg at the 25-yard line as they overcome that penalty.
That reminded me of the play last night in the Louisville-Houston game where the ball was tipped and went to the receiver for a touchdown.
So Shippensburg in business at the McDevitt 25-yard line. Van Syok fakes the handoff, and he throws it out to the flat. This is Gustafson again, and Gustafson, after a short gain, is knocked out of bounds by James Lawson. That'll stop the clock. It'll be second down for the Greyhounds. 6:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that time the linebackers were putting the pressure on the backside, and Van Syok rolled to the far side of the field, again with the presence of mind, and tossed the ball out there to an open Cody Gustafson, who picked up 3 yards and moves the football down inside the 25-yard line.
So a whistle now and a timeout called by the Greyhounds with 6:30 remaining, and we'll be right back.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
So Shippensburg with 2 timeouts remaining here in the second half. Shippensburg trying to take the lead for the first time this evening. And they will line up at second down and 7 from the McDevitt 23-yard line. Tinner and Hauser split behind Carter. And this is Hauser. It's going to be movement.
Shippensburg 5.
Movement, yep. Movement on the offensive line is McDevitt showed some blitz, and one of the linemen moved, so it'll be second down and 12 now for Shippensburg.
Now the penalty's starting to rack up against the Greyhounds.
How about Gustafson? 10 catches, 122 yards in the first half, 2 touchdowns.
Kind of shows you why he was the MVP this year, huh?
Yep. So the Greyhounds, second down and 12. Gustafson and move, and Gustafson, and the ball is intercepted by Geathers. Geathers over the left side, and a penalty flag down, but Geathers makes the interception. Nice coverage that time on Gustafson. And Van Syok throws the interception, but there's going to be a flag called after the play. I believe the penalty is going to be on McDevitt.
Yeah, Gathers made a nice INT there just past the outstretched arms of Cody Gustafson. We have an illegal block in the back.
That's going to move the ball all the way back to the 10-yard line, but Shippensburg driving the ball well downfield, but the turnover gives the ball back to McDevitt. 1st and 10 at their 10.
First turnover for Shippensburg. Well, actually second, I guess. First interception tonight.
So now we're playing the defense. Hold this McDevitt high-powered offense. This is Geiger, and Geiger's wrapped up in the backfield. He refuses to go down, but then he finally does. Close to the line of scrimmage, Eddie Ocker leading the way. And no gain, 2nd down and 10, but Geiger takes about 4 players to bring him down.
That huge 200-pound 6'10" or 5'10" frame just refuses to go down. Impressive kid.
2nd down. Deal from the shotgun. And he gives it to Geiger. Geiger into the secondary. Geiger, 1st down and more, breaks a tackle up over the 30 to the 32-yard line. Colby Holtry on the stop, and this Geiger kid is a pretty good running back,
Boy,
say the
just
least.
when you think you got him pinned,
yep,
they give it to Geiger, and he had a great opening off a right tackle. Slid through there, and the Hounds just couldn't bring him down.
Going to mention about playing the field position game is they had McDevitt back at their own 10-yard line, but now it's at the 31, 1st and 10. Receivers are running all over the
A little confusion here on this play.
Field and deal from the gun, and he's being pressured, rolls out of the pocket, throws down the near sideline, and the ball is caught by Nazir Burnett. Cody Gustafson on the coverage, but that ball just floated up in the air. But Burnett turned around and made the nice catch, and that moves the chains once again.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what Gustafson was doing on that coverage. That ball was up there for anybody to pick off, and Burnett just waited for it to come down a few steps behind Gustafson. Gustafson should have been playing a little tighter. He could have batted that football down and maybe even intercepted it.
McDevitt from the Shippensburg 42-yard line. And there's this Geiger again, and Geiger fights forward to about the 38-yard line. Denny Santana on the stop, along with Cameron Tinner. Ball marked at the 38-yard line, gain of 4, 2nd down 6. So Shippensburg fighting to keep this game tied as McDevitt is mounting a good drive here with 4:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter. And this is Geiger again, and Geiger breaks another tackle. Geiger into the secondary. He's inside the 25 to the 20-yard line. Ian King finally wrestles him to the ground, but that will move the chains once again, and McDevitt has it going inside right at the 20-yard line.
Yep, give it to the key kid. And Geiger has been that. He's really all the running that's been done tonight by the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders has been by their senior running back.
I don't know how many times, Scott, the Geigers got hit right at the line of scrimmage or even behind the line of scrimmage, has managed to get a positive gain out of it. Geiger this time is going to go nowhere. Cameron Tinner meets him at the line of scrimmage along with Ian King. No gain, 2nd down and 10. That time they didn't let Geiger get that second effort. And looks like Geiger's a little shaken up, maybe a little tired. Boy, he's been getting beat up running the ball.
He's got the dirtiest uniform on the football field, I can tell you that.
2 receivers to the near side and Becker to the far side. This is thrown by Deal, and it is almost intercepted by Adam Hauser. He was the closest man to the ball. Burnett with the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down and 10.
You know, here's a key 3rd down play on this drive, Rob, for the Shippensburg D.
Well, the last time McDevitt was down in this territory. They went for it on 4th down, so I would assume that if they don't convert here that they will do the same thing. But you are right, a big 3rd down here, trying to stop this McDevitt momentum here in this drive. Deal has all the time in the world, now being pressured, and he's going to try to run with it. There's going to be a penalty flag. That's going to be a holding call against McDevitt. Deal is knocked out of bounds close to the line of scrimmage, but that's going to be a hold. Dylan Jumper on the stop, and that's the first time I believe that Deal has been pressured out of the pocket and forced to run, but another big penalty against the Crusaders.
Well, it happened earlier in the first half, Rob, when he threw the intentional grounding ball, but that's really only the second time. Yeah, you're right. This is going to be huge, but it's going to give him another opportunity on 3rd down, and they've been pretty successful converting on 3rd downs here in this drive, in fact, all evening long.
All the way back to the 35-yard line of Shippensburg. So it's 3rd down and 25 for the Crusaders. Deal back to pass, throws down the field, and it is almost intercepted by Colby Holtry. He drops the ball, but an incomplete pass, and it's 4th and 25. Now what does McDevitt do?
Well, he was looking for Becker over the middle, but Becker was running a little deeper pattern than the pass was thrown by Deal. And Holtry couldn't hang on, so it's 4th down and long, and let's see what they're going to do here.
Geiger's going to punt, it looks like, because he's back.
Is he going to punt?
Well, that's a good point. It's a very good point. Cody Gustafson back deep. Geiger standing at Shippensburg's 45-yard line. High snap, and he is going to kick the ball off the side of his foot, bounces at the 15-yard line, but takes a nice McDevitt bounce, and that's going to be marked about the 5-yard line. So Shippensburg is going to be backed up as they start the offensive possession. So it didn't look like a good kick by Geiger, but maybe he did that on purpose because it ended up really well.
I don't think you can argue with that one, can you?
Nope. So the Greyhounds 1st and 10 from their 5, trying to break this 14-14 tie. No scoring in the first quarter. No scoring so far here in the 3rd quarter. The Greyhounds have to be careful deep in their own territory, and they give the ball to the fullback, Tinner. Tinner fights forward for a few yards, and it'll be 2nd down and long. That was Tom Morrow and Quentin Chacon on the stop for Bishop McDevitt. Only a short gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. 2:37 remaining. Stein will be to the near side, and Gustafson to the far side in the I formation of the backs. Back to pass is Van Syok. Fade pass to the far side. This is Gustafson. He got the 1st down and more. Gustafson still on his feet. 40, 45-yard line. What a throw by Carter Van Syok. James Lawson finally drags down Cody Gustafson, but that was a great play. 2nd down and long. Shippensburg in business at the 45.
Gustafson got just past Lawson and right over the left shoulder. The throw by Carter Van Syok was perfect, and great catch, and a great 1st down for the Hounds out at the 45.
What a call on 2nd down and long.
Been a play that's worked all season long for the Greyhounds, Rob.
On their own 7, 8-yard line, but now they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. A lot of breathing room. Gustafson to Hauser. Hauser fights forward for about 3 before he's met by Chris Briner. 2nd down and 7 upcoming for the Greyhounds. Under a minute 40 here in the 3rd quarter.
No scoring here in this 3rd quarter. Playing a little game of cat and mouse, both of these teams. Both teams with an opportunity to score. The defenses have been strong here in the 3rd.
So let's see what the Greyhounds call on 2nd down and 6. And there's the draw play to Adam Hauser. Hauser fights forward. He's going to be close to another 1st down. I believe they're going to give it to him. Sam Allen finally on the stop, but nice to see Hauser running the ball here in the second half, and the ball will be enough for the first down. It's at the McDevitt 45-yard line.
Let's give some big credit to the Shippensburg offensive line in this second half, Rob. They've been really able to give Hauser that a little extra edge to pick up some yardage.
So the Greyhounds with 1st and 10. Van Syok, McDevitt showing blitz, and they come and they get the running back in the backfield. Salamone wraps up Adam Hauser. That's going to be a loss of 5 as McDevitt blitzed about 3 players. The ball is going to be marked at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 13.
That's going to be the last play of the third quarter, Rob, as the Shippensburg coaches are waving the Hounds to the sidelines.
So we played 3 quarters here from Veterans Stadium. Quite a ball game. We're tied at 14, and we'll be right back.
For Shippensburg's best pizza, hot and cold subs, salads, wraps, and wonderful Italian dinners, discover the all-new Big Richard's on Richard Avenue. Big Richard's is the newest Italian restaurant in town and is associated with Marcello's. Ask about Big Richard's catering service for your party, featuring pasta trays and 2, 4, and 6-foot giant subs. Call in your takeout or delivery order now at 717-300-3737. That's 300-3737. They're open 7 days a week, Thursday through Saturday till 3 a.m. The new Big Richard's at 39 Richard Avenue and BigRichardsPizza.com.
What a ball game here tonight. And let's turn it over to Scott Smith with 4th quarter play-by-play.
Thank you, Rob. Sure hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed it here tonight. 14-14 tie as we play the final 12 in regulation. Shippensburg with a 2nd down and about 13 from the Crusader 48-yard line. Hounds have trips to the far side as they move left to right here in the 4th quarter, moving south to north. Gustafson looking down the far side of the field is Carter Van Syok to Gustafson, who was well overthrown and incomplete.
Well, Van Syok had to get rid of the ball there. He was being pressured by a couple members of the McDevitt defensive squad, and then it looked like Gustafson broke it off to the outside, and I'm not sure Van Syok just might have thrown that away, too, because he was being pressured.
So it's 3rd and 13 now. 14-14. Great ball game for this semifinal in Division III, Quad A. Again, trips to the far side, and Adam Hauser comes to the near. Tinner, the lone setback. Gustafson from the gun. Here comes the pressure. Steps and throws, and the pass is complete to Adam Hauser, is down inside the 40 and down to about the 36-yard line. Nice pattern run by Hauser as Adams makes the stop along with James Lawson. They pick up almost 12 yards where it'll be 4th down now and about 1.
Boy, this is a big play here. It's like they're going to go for it.
Van Syok trots back into the huddle.
Taking a long time to get this play going here.
Stein to the near side and Gustafson to the far side. I formation. Van Syok with the takeaway. Cameron Tinner with the call, and Cameron Tinner will move the chains down to the 28-yard line. The big fullback, Vinny Salamone, finally coming up to make the stop, but make it 1st and 10 Shippensburg at the 34-yard line.
Salamone, 5'11", 235. Met Cameron Tinner, 6'2", 24, and Tinner won that one.
So the Hounds with a big conversion on 4th down. Send Stein to the far side and Gustafson to the near side. Hauser and Tinner in the backfield. This is Adam Hauser, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe just a little bit more before Matt Geiger makes the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 34 of the Crusaders. 10:19 left to go in regulation, and we're knotted at 14. Kane Freidinger, along with Stein and Gustafson go wide to the far side. Adam Hauser to the near side. Cameron Tinner to the far side of Van Syok. From the gun, Van Syok steps and throws up the near sidelines, and it's way overthrown and incomplete. A lot of pressure. Geiger was on the move from his linebacker spot, and the pass is well overthrown and incomplete. Burnett on the coverage for the Crusaders, and it's 3rd and long now for the Hounds.
I believe Hauser slipped on that play, Scott, and that's one of the reasons why it was overthrown. So another big 3rd down here for the Greyhounds.
Has to be 2 down territory here, guys.
I think so.
Now we've got wide receivers on the wrong side of the field, and the Hounds are going to have to hurry up on here. Van Syok back to pass, and he's going to get thrown for a loss back at the 40-yard line. Pressure played by Frashoni, who made the stop, along with Sam Allen. The loss is back to the 40, so it's a loss of 6. We'll call it 4th down and 16 now.
As you said,
the Hounds
Scott,
are going to punt it away.
A lot of confusion, and I don't believe they really were set very well, and that was a disastrous play.
Eddie Ocker into punt to Becker, who waits at his 5. Now we've got a stoppage of clock. Now they're running the clock again. So the second time that he's there. High snap, but Ocker pulls it down, and it's a high kick. Hits at the 20, rolls inside the 15, and is downed at the 10-yard line. Boy, that was just about disaster for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Ocker's listed at, 5'10", and if he had been 5'9", he wouldn't have gotten that ball.
9:23 left to go in the game. Or in regulation, I should say. So the Crusaders will go to work from their own 10-yard line, moving right to left, north to south here at the Veterans Stadium at Shippensburg's Memorial Park. Huddled up on the far side of the field. Now they come back to the line of scrimmage. Burnett is to the near side. Backs are split. Salome and Geiger in the backfield. High snap, a handoff to Geiger, who's loose into the secondary. Geiger out across the 30 and out to the 32-yard line before he's stopped in there by Grant Cummer for Shippensburg along with Eddie Ocker, but that's going to move the chains for the Crusaders. 1st and 10 out at their 32-yard line.
Boy, just every time you think you have them pinned back in their own deep in their own territory, you give the ball to Geiger, and next thing you know, they're up over their 30.
Adams and Becker to the near side. Burnett to the far side. They hand off again to Geiger, and this time Ian King is going to slam him down for a loss back at the 30-yard line. Boy, they were generous on that spot. He's only going to lose 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, Ian King, listed at 5'11", 163, had no trouble tackling Geiger that time.
Well, Geiger couldn't get the momentum down the field. He was kind of moving horizontally that time. Slot to the near side, running room to the near side. Backs are split as Deal works from the gun. He steps and throws and makes the pass connection to Jaquil Adams out at the 36-yard line. Brandon Wheeler right there to make the tackle. So they'll pick up about 7 yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down now and just about 5 for the Crusaders at the 8-minute mark of this football game.
That's good coverage by Wheeler that time. Didn't let that receiver get much yardage after the catch.
Burnett to the near side. Geiger is the lone setback to the near side of Deal. Hounds show a little bit of pressure. Deal eludes it. Rolls to the far sideline. Penalty marker flies. Deal still on his feet. Wants to throw the football and is going to be spun out of bounds on the far side of the field by Colby Holtry for Shippensburg. But it's going to be a hold here against the Crusaders, I'm fairly certain, as the flag was thrown. And that is the call. So the ball is out of bounds on the far side of the field, just about the line of scrimmage, the 36. Let's see what the Hounds decide to do here. they're going to decline the holding penalty, and it will be 4th down.
Well, once again, McDevitt with a costly penalty, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Yep, I think Geiger's going to be in the punt. Hounds should come out with some fairly decent field position here. 7:39 left to go in regulation. Tied at 14. Gustafson waits for the Geiger punt back at his 35. Gets it away. Gustafson catches it at the 33 and is dropped at the 34-yard line. And a penalty marker comes down at the Shippensburg 37-yard line.
I think that's going to be against Shippensburg, too.
Corey Daniels making the tackle, but let's see what the penalty marker is about.
Block in the back.
Yep, illegal block in the back against Shippensburg's going to cost him. Take him out of some really good field position.
I'm not sure who that was, but it was right as Gustafson got the punt return. Whoever that up back was probably didn't even have to touch the defender downfield. But
that walks the ball back to the 23-yard line of Shippensburg. So 67 yards in front of them. Ball game tied at 14. Here come the Hounds offense. Gustafson goes to the far side as the Hounds move left to right. Stein to the near side. Adam Hauser and Cameron Tinner are split behind Carter Van Syhock. Under center, the takeaway. Adam Hauser tries the far side and rolls out across the 25 and out to maybe the 26-yard line before Chris Briner makes the tackle. Give Hauser about 3. We'll call it 2nd down and 7.
7 minutes to go, Scott. It would just nice to have about a 6.5 minute drive here, and Shippensburg score a touchdown, not giving McDevitt much time to get the ball back.
Hounds have running room to the far side of the field as they move left to right. Gustafson goes to that side, and Stein comes to the near. Van Syok maybe checking off here at the line of scrimmage. Under center with the takeaway. 2-step drop, looks down the far sideline for Gustafson, and then cannot catch the football at about the 45-yard line. Reaching over Quaylick Davis on the coverage, but Gustafson couldn't make a circus catch that time, so it will be 3rd down and 7.
He sure tried, but the ball wasn't badly thrown by Van Syok, but good coverage by Davis.
Clock is stopped, 6:43 left to go in regulation. Hounds break the huddle. Again, they send Gustafson the wide side of the field and Stein to the near. Tinner and Hauser split behind Van Syok as the Crusaders show a little pressure. And Carter Van Syok has to get rid of the football in a hurry. He dumps it off over the middle, incomplete, and the Hounds are going to have to punt it away here with 6:39 left to go in the game.
Well, the ill-advised penalty by the Greyhounds on the punt return pushed them back a little bit, and then nice defensive pressure by the Crusaders, and now they should get pretty good field position.
Becker waits at about his 36, 37-yard line. Eddie Ocker will punt this from about his 13 or 14. High snap again. Eddie Ocker pulls it down, and he slips on the turf. It's fumbled at the 45-yard line, and it's picked up by the Greyhounds, and I think the Greyhounds have recovered a touched fumble. Ooh. No, they're giving it to the Crusaders on a horrible call. Absolutely horrible call.
We're going to talk about this officially?
I don't think so. There's no discussion whatsoever. That ball touched a Crusader, and the Greyhounds fell on it, and Coach Faust is out on the field, and he is just horribly upset, and he should be. That is just an absolutely horrendous call. It's going to turn this football game around, and now the Greyhounds are going to be called for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And that official is he should be throwing the flag on himself. Just horrible. Just absolutely horrible.
That's going to be 15 yards, right?
Yep, that's going to be 15 yards against the Greyhounds. Well, it's a sideline warning.
Okay.
But my gosh, what a horrible, just absolutely horrible call right in front of him. But the Crusaders have the football at their 41-yard, at the Shippensburg 41-yard line. Deal hands the football off to Geiger, and Geiger goes down at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Tinner was there, and Ian King also for the Hounds. No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Well, maybe that's going to fire the Shippensburg defense up. That was a great stop on 1st down.
Well, it really should. These are supposed to be the best of the officials, and that's just horrible. They've made some really tentative calls here tonight. 2nd down and 10. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Salmonet and Geiger in the backfield. Chase Deal looks to the far side of the field. He's got a receiver over there, and it's incomplete. Coverage for Shippensburg by Brandon Wheeler. Pass is just widely thrown, and it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Well, I believe Cameron Tinner got a little bit of pressure, and Geiger's...
No, he's tying his shoe.
Oh, tying his shoe, okay.
I thought he was down too, but he's tying his shoe.
But Cameron Tinner, a little bit of a blitz that time, and just forced Deal to throw the ball maybe a little quicker than he wanted to.
3rd down and 10. The crowd's on their feet. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Geiger to the near side as Deals from the gun. Steps back to throw, looks over the middle, and it's incomplete. Broken up by Cody Gustafson. The intended receiver was Burnett at the 25-yard line, and I believe the Crusaders are going to punt here.
Wow.
The ball on 4th down out at the Shippensburg 41-yard line. Well, after a horrible call on a punt that Eddie Ocker slipped on, let's see what the Crusaders decide to do here on 4th down with Geiger in punt formation. Gustafson waits back at his 10. He punts it, pooches it up into the air, hits at the 25-yard line, rolls down inside the 20, and will be down at the 19-yard line. So Shippensburg will get the football back. 5:29 left to go here in this ball game in regulation, tied at 14.
It's a great 3-and-out by the Shippensburg defense that time.
Yeah, give the Hounds defense a lot of credit, Rob. You're exactly right. On a line judge that made an absolutely horrible, horrible call. Here come the Greyhounds. Gustafson to the near side. Back set up in an eye. Cody Gustafson checking off at the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 from the 19. 3-step drop, and the ball is tipped, I believe, at the line of scrimmage. I think tipping that football was Quentin Chacon. Pass was intended for Cody Gustafson, but falls well short, so it'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, I believe that was Chacon. Had his hands up in the air and incomplete.
Are we setting ourselves up for overtime, guys?
My heart can take it.
Clock is stopped. 5:25 left to go in regulation. Three wide receivers set for the Hounds. Hand off to Adam Hauser on a little draw play, and Hauser maybe gets the football back to the line of scrimmage before he's met in there by Joe Parker. No gain on the play. Geiger was also there for the Crusaders, so it'll be 3rd down and 10.
It's a big call here on 3rd down. Got to get the 1st down and keep this offensive possession going.
Gustafson to the near side. Gathers on him there for the coverage. Van Syok throws up the far sideline looking for Stein, and it's intercepted. Coming up with that football, I believe, was Becker. No, check that. I believe it's James Lawson who picks off the second Carter Van Syok pass of the night. And the Crusaders have the football at the 44-yard line of Shippensburg.
Oh, you just got to give all the credit to James Lawson. That was perfect coverage on Stein, and made the nice interception.
And Clayton comes off holding his right arm. But the Crusaders have the football back at the 44-yard line of Shippensburg. Second interception of the night for Bishop McDevitt. Adams and Becker to the near side. Chase Steele wants to throw. Rolls to the far side of the football field. He tucks the football in. He's going to run and step out of bounds at about the 36, 37-yard line up the far side. Ian King over there. But a nice job by Chase Steele as he had nobody to throw to. And he picks up almost 5 yards, and it'll be second down and 5. Clock stopped, 4:34 left to go in regulation. More pressure on the Shippensburg defense here, Rob.
Sure is.
Crusaders moving right to left. Ball 20 yards in from the far side. 3 wide receivers set. Geiger gets the handoff. Geiger off of left tackle. Geiger puts his head down. 35-30. Across the 25 and is upended at the 24-yard line by Adam Hauser for Shippensburg. But that'll move the chains for the Crusaders at the Shippensburg 24, 1st and 10.
What do you keep saying about Geiger? He just is an unbelievable running back. He's hard to tackle, and he just keeps knocking defenders over, and finally got tripped up. Nice tackle by Hauser.
Adams goes wide to the far side along with Becker. Burnett to the near side. Backs are split. They fake a handoff and give it to Geiger, who's loose at the 10. Geiger puts his head down at the 5 and goes down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, Crusaders. Cody Gustafson makes the touchdown-saving tackle. It's 1st and goal, Bishop McDevitt at the Shippensburg 1.
Yeah, Gustafson just tripped him up by his ankles, or it would have been a score.
4:05 left to go in regulation. Crusaders looking to take advantage of the turnover here. Take the lead. Burnett goes wide to the far side. I formation. The handoff to Geiger, and Geiger is dropped behind the line of scrimmage on a great tackle by Cameron Tinner back out at the 4-yard line. Wow.
Tinner was in the backfield before Geiger got the ball, it looked like. That was a great tackle by Cameron Tinner.
2nd and goal from the 4. That was a big, big play. Geiger and Salome in the backfield. The handoff to Geiger off of the right side, and Geiger's going to be denied the goal line. Down close to about the 2-yard line. Or is he in for the touchdown? I don't believe so. Did he? He went in for the score.
Really?
I didn't see anybody put their arms up.
Wow, looks like
Wow, but Bishop McDevitt scores from 4 yards out. Fonder attempts the point after. Ball is down. Fonder's kick is up. So with 3:10 left to go in the game, the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders take a 21-14 lead.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend a gazillion dollars on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
4 yards touchdown run by Matt Geiger on a 5-play, 44-yard scoring drive, and the Crusaders take a 21-14 lead here with 3:10 left to go in the game. Adam Hauser waits the Fonner kickoff back at his 4-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining.
Well-fought football game here tonight. It's just been a great, great football game. I hope we have done it justice for those of you listening along the world tonight. Fonner approaches the football. Kick hits at the 25, rolls down inside the 10. It's picked up by
Up the field.
Adam Hauser, who runs vertically across the football field, and he's going to be dropped back at the 14-yard line. Instead of running north and south, he was running east and west, and so the Hounds will go to work at their own 14-yard line. Sam Allen coming up to make the tackle.
Well, he's trying to make something happen there, Scott, obviously, but that just is not a good decision.
3:03 left to go in the game.
Had trouble picking up the ball initially.
Hounds send 3 wide receivers wide to the far side. Adam Hauser to the near side. Cameron Tinner is the lone setback. Gustafson from the gun, looks to the far side of the field. Here comes the pressure. He gets away from some of it. Now he steps out across the 15-20 and goes down at the 21-yard line before Matt Geiger makes the tackle. Nice scramble by Van Syok that time, which picked him up 6 yards, so it'll be second down and about 4.
Yeah. Officials timeout. Like one of the McDevitt players injured.
Yeah, that's Quentin Chacon coming off the field.
Yeah, Van Syk eluded a couple of would-be tacklers there.
Getting 3 wide receivers to the far side and Hauser to the near. From the gun, Van Syk with the takeaway. He wants to throw, looks to the near sideline and steps and throws low and in and out of the hands of Hauser at about the 30-yard line, so it will be third down and about 3.
It's the second time Carter's had to do that in the last couple of possessions here, as he just can't find anybody open as a result of some good pressure in the defensive secondary.
So again, trips to the far side. Stein's over there along with McSherry and Gustafson. Hauser to the near. One more time from the gun on third down and 3. Van Syok steps and throws. He's going to run the football, puts his head down, and he'll move the chains out at the 25, 26-yard line. Coming up to make the stop was Tom Morrow for the Crusaders. But the Hounds have a first down out at their 26 with 2:18 left to go here in this game. Bishop McDevitt leads at 21-14. The takeaway by Van Syok rolls to the far sideline, steps and throws and makes the catch. Does Cody Gustafson for another first down out at the 40 or 37-yard line. 11-yard pickup, Aaron Geathers on the far side of the field defensively for the Crusaders. But the Hounds pick up 11, move the chains, and it's first and 10 out at their 37.
That's a tough throw. When you right-handed quarterback, you roll to your left, and it was a tough throw, and it was a great throw by Carter Van Syok.
This time the trips come to the near side. Running room to that side of the field. Again from the gun. Van Syok rolls to the near sideline, eludes some pressure, and throws it in front of Clayton Stein, really trying to just get rid of the football because Geiger was coming, and so was Sam Allen for the Crusaders. So it'll be second down and 10. 1:58 left to go.
Yeah, Cameron Tinner from his fullback position, he was the only one back there to block, and 2 against 1 doesn't work out very well.
Crusaders are unrelentless on this series defensively. Again, trips to the near side. Hauser goes wide to the far side. You got to throw the ball long down the field, Rob, don't you? Second down and 10. Here comes some pressure. Van Syok rolls to the near side, steps and throws over the middle, looking for Gustafson at about the 45-yard line. Step-by-step coverage by Nick Briner for the Crusaders, and that stops the clock with 1:53 left to go.
Yeah, Lawson was back there also, as Gustafson obviously getting a lot of attention in the secondary.
Third down and 10 now for the Hounds. Ball at their 38. 20 yards in from the far side. Trips to the near. again from the gun. The junior quarterback with the football. Steps, looks to the near sideline, has Gustafson who makes the catch at the 40, and he's not going to be able to escape the coverage that time, led in there by Aaron Gethers for the Crusaders. That pass just picked up 4 yards, so it'll be 4th down and about 6. And the Hounds are going to have to go for it here, down by 7, 21-14 with 1:47 left to go on the clock.
Gustafson was able to. Now we're going to have a timeout called by McDevitt.
21-14, Bishop McDevitt.
Advantage ChemDry understands that your pets are an important part of your family, but what happens when they cause messes? We have a revolutionary pet urine removal treatment that's specially formulated to eliminate urine odors. We offer full evaluations, including treating your subfloor, carpet, padding, and new flooring replacement. Stop being embarrassed by your pet's accidents and call me, Ashley, at 717-532-8676 or visit us online at AdvantageChemDry.com. Get $20 off your pet urine removal treatment.
SE Sportsnet coverage of Greyhound football from the Robert T. Henry Pharmacy broadcast booth. For free home prescription delivery, call 532-5812. 4th down and 6. Football game on the line right here. And everybody on their feet at Veterans Stadium at Shippensburg's Memorial Park. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Cameron Tinner, lone setback to the far side. Here comes the pressure. Carter Van Syok throws, and it's incomplete. Looking for Gustafson up the far sideline. And the ball's going to go over on downs with 1:44 left to go in the game.
Well, again, a lot of pressure. That time it was Geiger pressuring Van Syok as he rolled to the left. And, hey, he threw the ball well, but had to hurry that throw, and that results in the incomplete pass.
Ball will go over on downs to the Crusaders at the Shippensburg 40-yard line. As Bishop McDevitt's come into Shippensburg territory tonight, fought hard, and just has been what a tremendous football game. So here come the Crusaders with Burnett wide to the far side. Hand off to Geiger, looks for running room, gets blockers out in front and moves the football down to the 35-yard line. Shippensburg going to burn a timeout here. Yep, they're going to take a timeout after Geiger picks up 5. Eddie Ocker on the stop. 1:37 left to go in the game. 21-14, Bishop McDevitt.
Well, partner, this has been quite the football game, and Shippensburg has just been fighting, and I just think they're a little tired right now. They just, but what an effort by both teams, and of course it's not over yet.
Bishop McDevitt taking advantage of the second Shippensburg interception of the night. Scored the go-ahead touchdown here. Had the football at the Shippensburg 35-yard line with a 2nd and 5 call coming up. I think Geiger's got a New Jersey on there. It's not as dirty as it was earlier. Geiger and Salome in the backfield. Behind Chase Deal, who's under center here. Geiger's going to get the call. Puts his head down and meets Cameron Tinner at the 33-yard line. He'll pick up a couple, so we'll call it 3rd down now and about 3. Colby Tracy was also there for the Hounds.
Last timeout.
Hounds will burn their final time out of the football game here in regulation. 1:33 left to go in the game.
Well, they hold them here, and depending on what they do at 4th down, they could get the ball back, but won't have a whole lot of time remaining, and of course no timeouts.
Last time out for Shippensburg. Great effort by both of these squads here tonight, Robin. This has been a well-fought and well-played football game.
Yeah,
Winner here goes on to the district finals next week at Hershey Park Stadium. Geiger the lone setback with Burnett wide to the far side. They send Salome in motion to the far side of the field. Geiger's going to get the call, and he's going to have a big first down inside the 10-5. Touchdown.
Wow.
So Matt Geiger puts the dot on the I. 7 more points on the board for the Crusaders.
Vinny Salomon, the fullback, made an unbelievable block on the right side. He blocked 2 Shippensburg defenders, and that allowed Geiger to break into the secondary for the touchdown.
Fauner on to attempt point 28. Ball is down. Fauner's kick is up, and it is good. 1:26 left to go in the football game. The Crusaders 28, the Greyhounds 14.
West Main Street in Walnut Bottom wants to make your business stand out with a custom attention-getting sign. No order is too big or small. They do hand-printed signs, vinyl, truck lettering, and carving. Call Carrie Murray at 532-7688 or stop by the shop at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. You can also check out their fantastic work on Facebook. Let Walnut Bottom Signs make your business look good. Walnut Bottom Signs, 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. Call today, 532-7688.
SC Sportsnet coverage powered by Kramer Insurance Agency. 28-14, the Crusaders coming up with 14 points late here in the fourth quarter. Fauner puts the football on the tee as Adam Hauser awaits the kickoff back at his 10-yard line. Crowd has gotten eerily quiet.
Yeah.
There's a onside kick that was picked up by Shippensburg's Gabriel Long, and he falls on the football at the 35-yard line.
Onside kick.
So the Hounds down by 2 scores, with 1:25 left to go. No timeouts. I'll tell you what, Cody Gustafson is walking a little gingerly into the formation here. These guys have played. I mean, there have been a lot of hard hits on both sides of the ball here tonight.
Gonna sleep well tonight.
They sure will. Van Syok with the takeaway. Rolls to the near sideline. He steps away from the pressure, and he throws out here to the near side to Adam Hauser, who makes a catch for the first down out at the 49-yard line of Shippensburg. Sam Allen on the coverage. Hounds will pick up a first down and stop the clock with 1:20 left to go in the contest. McSherry, Gustafson, Stein go to the far side. Hauser to the near. Van Syok once again from the gun with the takeaway. Eludes some pressure, steps up, wants to throw. Cox throws and hits Adam Hauser again on the near side. And Hauser will get another first down in Crusader territory at the 40-yard line. Again, Allen on the coverage.
Really, Carter Van Syok has really moved out of the pocket well tonight. He's really, I mean, obviously running for his life half the time, but really did a good job moving out of the pocket and finding open receivers.
1:14 left to go in the game. Running room to the far side of the field as the Hounds move left to right. Crusaders willing to give up 10, 12 yards a clip. Here comes some more pressure. Van Syok eludes it, steps up, throws, and in and out of the hands of James Lawson. He was looking for Stein down over the middle, but Lawson was closer to picking that one off. So the clock is stopped with 1:09 left to go, and 2nd and 10 for Shippensburg at the Crusader 40.
Once again, Van Suyk pressured and had to move out of the pocket.
Well, it's been a great football season for the Shippensburg Hounds. They don't need to hang their head about anything they've done this year. 2nd and 10. Van Suyk steps, throws to the far sideline, and it's tapped away on the coverage by Chris Briner, just in front of Cody Gustafson as a penalty marker flies, and the Hounds are going to get caught for a hold trying to protect Carter Van Suyk. So instead of 3rd and 10, the Crusader coaching staff says walk him back 10 more yards.
Yeah, quite a season. Mentioned the seniors here in a couple of minutes here. McSherry, Van Horn, Damon Reed, Colby Holtree, Brandon Willard, Dylan Jumper will.
4th down and 22. Van Suyk rolls to the far sideline, steps and throws and makes the completion to Cody Gustafson, who drops the football and then smothers it out at the 45-yard line of the Crusaders. It's going to be well short of the first down, so it's going to be 3rd down now and about 15. Aaron Geathers on the coverage as we're under a minute left in this football season for the Greyhounds. Crusaders came into town tonight. Shippensburg played a well-fought football game. Van Suyk rolls to the near sideline, steps and throws and completes it to Clayton Stein, who steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Sam Allen on the coverage, and that'll stop the clock with 40 seconds left to go. Well-fought football game here in the semi-final clash tonight. I'm certainly glad to be able to bring it to you on WEEO Radio and SC Sportsnet. 4th down and about 6. Here comes the pressure. Van Suyk eludes it, steps and throws, and completes it to Clayton Stein, and Clayton Stein's going to take it in for the touchdown. No penalty markers, and the Hounds put 6 more on the board with 31.7 seconds left.
37 yards.
Maybe we wrote the obituary just a little bit too soon, partner.
Well, why not? Extra point, onside kick, touchdown.
Jackson Van Horn out of a tenor hold to attempt the 21st point for the Greyhounds. Ball is down, and that is just through the upright on the left side. 31.7 seconds left. It's now Crusaders 28, Greyhounds 21.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
65-yard, 7-play scoring drive for the Shippensburg Greyhounds, and they pull within 7 with 31.7 seconds left to go in regulation. And the way this ball game has been going, anything can happen here.
Nice to see Clayton Stein, one of the seniors, get into the scoring column.
Becker stands at about his 35-yard line, but this one's not going to go off the field very far, and the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders are going to call a timeout. We'll step away.
Since 1844, Shippensburg's hometown newspaper, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, has been making it their business to cover breaking news, features, local government, and sport. And now you can have your hometown news delivered to your door or to your computer for just pennies a day. Whether you prefer the traditional print, e-edition, or web edition, you will always be in touch with the community. To subscribe, go to shipnc.com and click on the edition that suits your lifestyle. Stay in touch with Shippensburg and the surrounding communities by subscribing today. Shipnc.com, the Shippensburg News Chronicle, now at our new location, 240 West King Street.
Bishop McDevitt wanted to take a look at what Shippensburg was showing him. I don't think it showed him very much. Eddie Ocker trots back out on the field here. (28-21). Hounds have pulled within a touchdown. They got to get the ball back. They have no timeouts. And there's the kick, which bounces over the head of the Crusader defender and up the far sideline. Let's see who recovered it. And they're discussing it. The officials are discussing it over there. Let's see who's got this football back down at the Crusader 34-yard line. There are 7 officials on that football field, and they can't decide, and Shippensburg's got the football.
Naz Minor is going to get the credit. I didn't think that we had any chance at all getting that back. It was hit awful hard by Eddie Ocker, but it bounced and bounced and bounced, and Miners jumped on it. I don't know what the discussion was. I mean, unless they thought the ball was out of bounds, I don't know.
1st and 10 for the Hounds at the Crusader 35-yard line. 28.2 ticks left on the clock in regulation. Van Slyke with a takeaway. Here comes the pressure. He rolls to the far sideline, steps and throws, and it's incomplete in front of Gustafson. Coverage there by Geathers for Shippensburg, so it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 22.9 seconds left. Hounds got to find a way to keep some of the pressure off of Van Slyke here, Rob.
Yeah. They just, this 4th quarter, they've really been chasing Carter all over the field.
Well, there have been a few people that left the stadium, and they left a little bit too early. 2nd and 10 from the 35. Van Slyke with the takeaway. This time he has plenty of time. Zook down the middle of the football field for Clayton Stein. He's in for the touchdown! Oh, unbelievable! Unbelievable catch by Clayton Stein in the far end of in the end zone for the touchdown, right over 2 defenders.
That was a perfect pass by Van Slyke. Unbelievable.
And there's no pressure on Jackson Van Horn, right? 28-27 with 17.5 seconds left. And we were writing the obituary a minute and a half ago. Ball is down. Kick is up. Penalty marker flies as the kick looked good. Let's see. I think there was a whistle before the offsides against the Crusaders, and they'll have to kick it again. No? I thought the whistle blew. I'm not so sure.
Well, yeah, they haven't.
Yeah, I think that they're going to have to re-kick. I think they're going to have to re-kick. Let's wait and see, but I believe they have to re-kick. And that's a tough one in high school. Or can they refuse the penalty?
Now we're arguing in the press box.
Yeah, there's a lot of argument in the press box
well,
here.
We're going to go for 2.
No, you can't go. You can't do that. Really? Well, the ball was going to be placed down at the 1.5-yard line on the offsides penalty against the Crusaders, and Shippensburg is going to have to.
Well, they're talking. They got to hurry up here.
Wow, you go for 2 here to win this ball game? JD says
yes.
He goes for 2. Who's got the – how come they're not –
Well, they're talking about it. They're going to go for it.
They're going for it. Holy mackerel. Wow. Ball at the 1.5-yard line after the offsides penalty against the Crusaders, and the Hounds are going for it. Tinner and Hauser in the eye. Van Syok under center. With the takeaway, Cameron Tinner puts his head down. He's in.
Oh my gosh!
And the Hounds lead it 29-28. Holy mackerel!
17 seconds left. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
3 minutes ago, the Shippensburg Greyhounds were down by 2 scores. They now lead it 29-28. Absolutely unbelievable.
Everybody, we're looking at each other. Oh, they got to go for 1. And JD kept saying, no, they got to go for 2. No, they got to go for 1.
17 and a half seconds left to go in this game.
Love the call. Love the call.
Sure you do.
You know, you have a yard and a half to go. Why go to overtime? Because you've been outmatched most of the game and so forth. You got them on the ropes and put them away.
Wow. That and Cameron Tinner.
But that touchdown throw by Carter Van Syok to Clayton Stein was just absolutely unbelievable. We have had so many highlight reel plays in this ball game here tonight. I know we have not been able to adequately describe what's taken place here tonight. It's just been an unbelievable football game, and this Shippensburg Greyhound team is just absolutely fantastic. 29-28. I think you kick it deep, don't you?
Well, no timeouts.
Becker waits down at his 6-yard line. I don't think you mess around with an onside.
Oh, no.
You got to kick it deep.
No. Oh, my goodness.
Oh. My heart is not where it's supposed to be, I can tell you that.
There you go.
Ocker sends it down the middle of the football field. It's picked up by Becker at the 10. He's out across the 15-20, and he falls down just at the 25-yard line. And there's 13.3 seconds left to go in this contest with the Crusaders now finding themselves down 29-28.
JD said that the grass field helped us out here. Of course, McDevitt with the brand-new field in the AstroTurf, but they're playing on that grass tonight, and that caused that slip up. So 13.3 seconds.
Rob Puglisi said that in this pregame show. He said the quickness of the Crusaders on this grass tonight may come back to hurt them.
Well, the officials are they're doing here.
I don't know that the officials have been knowing what they've been doing most of this game. Now we've got unsportsmanlike conduct call against the Crusaders, and that's going to cost them half the distance penalty.
Wow, I didn't see that at all.
So the ball is walked back to the, 13-yard line?
I can't stop laughing.
Just an unbelievable turn of events. It just
I never in my wildest dreams thought this would end this way. The 2-point conversion? You kidding me?
A huge touchdown pass from Carter Van Syok to Clayton Stein, and then the 2-point conversion after the offside penalty. Yes, JD?
I hope everybody that has tuned us in on the radio to listen to it on the way home. They're probably kicking themselves about now.
Yeah, they'll be watching the news tonight and say, what?
It's 1st and 10, ball at the 13-yard line of the Crusaders. Shippensburg leads at 29-28 with 13.3 seconds left to go. Deal steps and throws over the middle, and he throws it behind Becker out at the 35-yard line and incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Coverage by Dylan Jumper for Shippensburg and Cameron Tinner. 9.3 seconds left to go. And this crowd is just going wild. And the Shippensburg Greyhounds are 9 seconds away from a berth in the District 3 championship game next week at Hershey Park Stadium. Deal looks down the center of the football field. Now he throws down the far sideline, and it's off the hands of Shippensburg's Colby Holtry. Pass was intended for Burnett. And now it's 3rd and 10 with 3.6 seconds left.
Adam Hauser back in deep coverage also. And Hauser and Gustafson back around now they're moving up a little bit, but they're setting up shop about the 35-yard line. That's how deep they're playing.
Can you believe what you have seen here tonight,
No.
partner?
No.
Have you ever experienced? You and I thought last year's Cumberland Valley game was unbelievable.
Yeah.
This one goes down into the history books. Deal back to throw up the near sidelines. He lets it loose, and it's dropped and incomplete, and the ball game is over, and the Shippensburg Greyhounds will be in the championship game next weekend at Hershey Park Stadium. They have defeated the Crusaders of Bishop McDevitt. The final score, Shippensburg 29, Bishop McDevitt 28.
Hey, insurance companies that want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads can go right ahead, as long as it's not my money paying for it. For seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance, I go to Erie Insurance, where a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products. But don't just take it from me. Talk to your local Erie agent.
Your Erie agent in Shippensburg is Carl Kramer Insurance. Get a quote at 717-530-8600.
Kick off your fall in a great new car or truck for less than the cost of a used one now at H&H Chevrolet Cadillac Shippensburg. This is Mickey Nye. At H&H, our lower expenses allow us to pass big savings on to you, like $4,500 off now on Chevy Cruze, Malibu, or on Chevy's versatile Colorado pickup, or score $10,000 off on a new Silverado Duramax diesel. H&H is your low overhead dealer that can afford to sell for less. Chevy, find new roads. Take exit 29 off of I-81. Visit hhchev.com, and thank you.
Residential and commercial painting at its best. That simply is New Life Painting, a family-owned Shippensburg company that welcomes the opportunity to discuss your painting needs, one room, or your full house. For 15 years, New Life Painting has guaranteed neatness, efficiency, and quality at affordable prices. If you're thinking of freshening up your home for this fall and winter, give Keith and Whitey a call. New Life Painting, 423-5577 for a free estimate and color consultation. New Life Painting of Shippensburg, 423-5577.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, partner. What a comeback victory for the Shippensburg Greyhounds tonight, defeating the Crusaders of Bishop McDevitt by a final score of 29-28. The Hounds were down by 14 points with less than 3 minutes left to go in this game, and they came fighting back in a tremendous, tremendous football game here tonight, and tremendous victory for these Shippensburg Greyhounds.
Well, and we were happy to have Rob Pugliese as our pregame guest, who was the statistician for Bishop McDevitt, and he mentioned something that they had a 25-game, McDevitt had a 25-game District 3 playoff winning streak, and guess what? It ain't no more. Unbelievable game, and it was funny. I was starting to read the seniors' name of the seniors off, because I'm thinking this is the last game, but we get to live another week, and I just can't believe it, to play against a team of this caliber and down, as you said, down by 2 touchdowns, and to get the onside kick, and then the Clayton Stein scores the last 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's crazy too. I just thought these kids just looked like they were on their last legs, and they just didn't stop. They didn't quit.
No, and they've shown it to that, but they've shown that to us all year, Rob, in what, 4 or 5 different ball games, and they just did not quit here again tonight. I really was writing the obituary. I didn't think there was any way that Shippensburg was going to be able to turn this one around, and just an absolutely believable comeback victory here tonight, beating the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders in the semifinal contest, and they live to play in Hershey Park Stadium next weekend, and you're going to hear it right here on SE Sportsnet. Final score, 29-28. We'll wrap it up right after these messages.
Walnut Bottom Signs at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom wants to make your business stand out with a custom attention-getting sign. No order is too big or small. They do hand-printed signs, vinyl, truck lettering, and carving. Call Kerry Murray at 532-7688 or stop by the shop at 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. You can also check out their fantastic work on Facebook. Let Walnut Bottom Signs make your business look good. Walnut Bottom Signs, 83 West Main Street in Walnut Bottom. Call today, 532-7688.
What is one of the best ways to give your staff a professional look? Dress them for success with customized outerwear, sweaters, sport and woven shirts, or tees sporting your business logo. CVR Uniforms will apply your professional logo or group logo to any of their products. CVR Uniforms offers excellent turnaround time and the highest quality work at competitive prices. 111 West King Street inside of Town Cleaners. Call CVR Uniforms today at 532-7622.
29-28 come from behind victory. The Shippensburg Greyhounds have earned a berth into the District 3 Quad A championship game next weekend at Hershey Park Stadium. Just unbelievable.
Every time you say that, I'm thinking, really? I mean, it's like, in all the years, Scott, and we've been blessed, and it's just been so much fun. And as you said, that we thought last year's game for the District 3 game between Central Dauphin and CV was the best, but this by far, and of course, our hometown team, and just Carter Van Syek, you can't say enough about him, and Gustafson just with that first half, unbelievable, and Clayton, Clayton Stein, another one of the seniors, and we don't call his name all that often because the ball gets thrown to Gustafson a lot, obviously, but two big catches for him, unbelievable.
Yeah, it just there are so many highlights, so many highlight pieces that could go into the coverage on the local sports stations tonight by both of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hard fought, big hits, big plays, dominated by both sides and by both teams on both sides of the ball. When they needed to step up and make a play, they did it. And slowly the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders walked to the buses on the west side of the field, but the Shippensburg fans have mobbed this Greyhound squad here on the turf at Veterans Stadium. So, J.D., take it away. Give us those final stats brought to you by Chamberlain's Pest Control.
Okay, I think I finally caught my breath to give you guys a minute to catch yours here and so forth, but what a ball game. Okay, for the visiting Crusaders, 35 rushes, 253 yards in the ball game. Mr. Matt Geiger, 33 for 248. Deal, 16 for 29 passing, 1 interception for 218 yards. I didn't add that up yet. 471 yards of total offense for Bishop McDevitt. For Shippensburg, 28 rushes for 82 yards. Adam Hauser, the leading carrier, 19 for 65. Career night for Carter Van Syek, 24 completions, 46 attempts, 2 interceptions, 355 yards. Cody Gustafson, 16 catches for 208 yards to lead the Greyhounds. Adam Hauser, 4 for 56. And Clayton Stein, who didn't have any catches all night, caught the last 3 balls for 79 yards, including 2 touchdowns. The Greyhounds amassed 437 yards of total offense in the ballgame. Unofficially, McDevitt with 17 first downs and Shippensburg with 17 first downs. Now
wow.
I need to catch my breath a second. Now the defensive stats. Cameron Tinner, 9 tackles. Dylan Jumper, 6. Ian King, 6. Brandon Wheeler, our defensive back, he had 7. Cody Gustafson, 4 pass breaks up tonight. Kudos all around to Shippensburg Greyhounds. We're going to the district championship.
Yes, you guys are. You really are. JD, thank you. Thank you very much. Our final game stats brought to you by Chamberlain's Pest Control of Shippensburg. Well, guys, I'm headed to Florida for Thanksgiving.
I was going to make sure I said something before you signed off because I obviously have a safe trip tonight and the rest of the way tomorrow or whatever you decide to do. You have enough adrenaline. You might be able to drive that.
I think I'll be driving the whole way through.
15,
pretty much.
Say hello to everybody and happy Thanksgiving to you, partner, and we'll try to do our best.
We'll be listening, and we wish you the best of luck, and we're going to be rooting for the Shippensburg Greyhounds all the way. So not exactly sure when the game is, what the game time is next week. Do you have that, JD?
Yeah, that's a 1 o'clock kickoff Friday afternoon.
Ugh.
1 o'clock kickoff Friday afternoon at Hershey Park Stadium.
Okay, all righty. So you guys got your assignment. We'll be listening for you, and you'll be carrying it right here on SE Sportsnet, and I'm sure on WEEO radio as well. Once again, our final score here tonight, Shippensburg 28 and Shippensburg 29 and Bishop McDevitt 28. The Greyhounds go to the District 3 Quad A Championship games next week. Coverage of Shippensburg High School football is an exclusive and copyrighted feature of SE Sportsnet and the Shippensburg High School Athletic Department. Any use of the descriptions and accounts without the consent of SE Sportsnet and the Shippensburg Area Senior High School is strictly prohibited. Once again, the final score, Shippensburg 29, Bishop McDevitt 28. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You've been listening to coverage of Shippensburg Greyhound football on SE Sportsnet.